Okay, I am live. Hey guys, hold on. I forgot to put my chapstick on. 1 second, 1 second. I'm still here. I just don't. Sorry I'm a little late, guys. I slept in because I went to bed so late. So, I probably got like 7, 8 hours of sleep, but still it was late because of how late I went to bed. So, how's everybody doing? Oh, wait. There we go. Hey, do you guys like, what background do you like? Because I had this yesterday. I was going to change it. So, I was debating between this one. So either 1, 2. No, that's a little bit too much right now. 3, 4. I'm giving you too many choices. Okay, my favorites are either this one or this one. I think I almost wanted to stick to the one I had to begin with, huh? Oh, 2? Wait, so 2, you mean you're one, and this was my second choice originally. This one? Is that what you're saying as 2? Oh, that's funny. Is this the one you were saying or no? I always have so many bright ones, but yeah, I do like that. But I also, that was a little too orangey, but I do like, ooh, little naturey, huh? I kind of like that though with the red, but gotta get some new ones in here though. Yeah, I'm almost liking this one in a way. I don't know. I'm liking either this one, or this one. Uh, I know. I kind of do. For some reason, I don't know. Anyway, I know I almost want to do either this one or the tree one because I feel like it like brings out like the colors of everything better. For some reason, like I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like with this one is good, but it's almost like more blurred together, which sometimes I like that, but for some reason I kind of am liking either this or this. Even though that is more like matching the colors, but all right, 1 or 2. You know what? I'm just gonna stick with 1. You know what? Because I'm gonna stick with what I was last night. Because this is the Shanda. This is what I will just stick with the same background for the same case. Okay. And then for Delphi or whatever I do, we'll switch it up. Okay. So I have a question, guys. I have a lot to go over. I found a lot of stuff. So remember when I was having trouble finding Eric, and I found everybody. They were all on Facebook, but I found it in a weird, odd way. Instead of, because if you type in Eric Ferguson, there's a ton of Eric Fergusons that come up, and she's not friends with him. So I'm like, dang it, how am I supposed to figure out who's what? Well, I did background searches on them all, and they're with the background search, it has their social media. So I was so surprised when I was doing Eric. I was doing the background search on Eric, and it said Facebook, and I'm like, no, it's probably gonna be one of those because a lot of times they'll have a Facebook link and it'll be not doesn't exist anymore. Because I'm like, no, I can't find it. I doubt it. Click on it, it takes me right to his page, and I'm like, wait a minute, I must have been so tired. I didn't try hard enough. And then somehow we have Paul's is the most interesting. So okay, and then we have I found like a lot of pictures of Timothy. Not on Shanda's because Shanda only has a couple really old ones. I found one where he was about, it was in 2018 is the most recent picture I found of him. But it's more recent than all the ones that I've seen people like have just like screenshots. This one actually, he looks, well, 2018 he would be, so in 21 he was 15. So 2000, he'd be like, 12 or something. But yeah, I found it. And they're all on his side of the family, his dad's family, because you could tell. And it does look like they had a good life. So From what I'm taking is 2012, she leaves. They stay with her. And I think Paul stayed with his, or they stay with his dad. I think Paul stayed with his dad until 2020, from what I was gathering. So I don't, Paul didn't come to her until he was an adult. Like he was like 18, I think. That's my research. Correct me if I'm, or if somebody can prove me wrong, but just from going and just looking through everything, there's little hints. There's nothing that I could say 100%. That's why I can't say 100%. There's just little hints in the Facebook messages of like, he mentions like the Shanda's dog, how he only had a year to get close to Shanda's dog before they put him down. Well, that was in 21. Did he, you know what I'm saying? He only had a year to bond with him. So that means he probably moved in 20, right? And there were some other things too, like pictures and stuff. So, like in 2018, it looked like he was still living with his dad. So, I think 2020, I think that's what happened. So, 2012, until Paul was 10 years old, he got to be with his mom because it was both of his mom and dad together. They were still together, right? Then from 2012, so his first 10 years with his mom and his dad, the next 8 years with his dad, with his mom having supervision rights. I think she was only allowed to have him like 3 hours a month or something. We'll get through all that, all the specifics. And then I think in 2020, so you know what I'm saying? So most of his adultish, like, I mean, he had plenty of time with his mom, but I think his life with his dad looked very like, but I know pictures they could lie, but it did. It looked like the kids were happy. He had a ton of brothers and sisters. They're a big family. They're taking pictures a lot, way more than Shanda. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like they're a close family by the comments. People are commenting on Paul's, like his dad's side. You don't see Shanda barely commenting on any of her kids. So anyway, here's the question that I wanted to ask. Do you guys want to go through that first, or do you want to watch? It's about 20 minutes. We could skip through it. She wasn't there the third day of the trial either, but it's when they play the audio. Well, they play video, but we don't see the video. So they're showing the jury the video. So it's from when it's that day she finds Tim. She finds Timothy. And so you could hear her and Paul trying to give him CPR. And then you hear her 911 call because she's calling 911 and they have the video. There's only a little bit of saved video because remember how they said a lot of it went to iCloud, so they weren't able to get access to the iCloud because it's like you view it on your app, those Ring or different apps. You get cameras and you view it live, but it doesn't record, so it goes to iCloud. So they weren't able to get a lot of it, but there was one that went to a SD card. I think it was more recent stuff. So they have that night. They have the night he explains. I don't know if they play that part, but he explains that she drags him from the bathtub into his room, lays out the tarp, drags him by his hands into his room. Okay. She sets him on his side, calls him like pathetic, just like insulting him. He's just mumbling, the guy said, because the guy's watching the video. All he's doing is mumbling. Not even, he said his eyes are open, but it looks like he's just like out of it. And he's like kind of like gurgling a little bit. She drags him, from his arms to the freaking room. She leaves for a minute, sees that so he's on his side, so he's facing the camera. He moves, like, I don't know, like 15 minutes later, I think she said he moves from his side to the back so she can't see his face. She comes in and has the dog lick his face, insults him, and says, see, he responds to you, like trying to make it seem like he's faking it, like her whole thing, he's faking it. See, he responds to you. And then I guess he's like, and this is the night before he died. So he died like soon after she left the room. So he was probably getting ready to die. So I guess he's taking these like really short, like heavy breaths. And so she's like, why do you have to breathe out of your mouth? So she shuts his mouth with her hands and makes him breathe out of his nose and says, see, you idiot, you can freaking breathe out of you don't need your mouth open. This is paraphrasing, whatever, because we're not gonna have time to watch it all. And then she walks out, and then he says, like, not even that long after that, you could tell he takes his last breath, and then he doesn't move at all. So she lies to 911 and the police, saying that she went in and checked on him at 5:30. They're like, that's a lie. She didn't. He was dead. So when they were sitting there trying to freaking give him CPR, I mean, he was gone for hours. There was no reviving him. But anyway, so that's it's sick. I just listened to all that. So do you want to just get right into the stuff or do you want to listen just that 20-minute recording? It's up to you. I don't care either way. I just listened to it. Um my jumper. What's a jumper? Amy, where's my jumper from? I don't know what you mean by jumper. This is a hoodie. I don't know. I got this last year for Christmas. I picked it out, but it was like somewhere online and then my mom got it for me. I don't remember where. That's what I'm saying. You know what I need to do? I need to get an affiliate with Amazon because I'll just, or whatever I'm get ordering it from because I have so many compliments where people want to order it, but I don't know because it's all never from the same place. So I need to really keep track of it and then do like affiliate. So if you guys order it, hey, I get like a, a percentage or something. I don't know how that works. But yeah, I don't know. This was like over a year ago. I could see if I could figure it out. Thank you though. Do you guys? Um, Here, let me do while we're waiting for a couple people to come in, let me just do a quick poll just to see. It's about 20 minutes. I looked at the time if you want to watch that first. Do you want to watch it at the beginning or the end? We could get into all the Facebook, YouTube, her YouTube first, and then we could watch it after or at the beginning. What do you think? All right, I guess let's just watch it right now, huh? All right. Oh, last night. Yeah, that one, the sweater I had on last night was from before I lost all my weight. It's really actually really big on me, so I don't wear it that much. Like out because you could tell how big it is on me like in person, but like I was like, you know what? Since I hadn't wore it since I lost weight because it was like so big on me, but I was like, you know what? On a video you can't really, I mean, you can't really tell. And it doesn't look, I mean, I like my clothes big, but that was, you probably couldn't tell, but that was really, that was actually bigger than I typically like my clothes because I usually wear them pretty big. But you couldn't really tell with me sitting down too much, so. All right, so hold on, let me get it real quick. So you guys want to watch that first? I just don't want people. That's the only problem is I don't want people that already watched the trial and then they're coming to look at the other stuff. It turns them off because they're like, we already watched this. I want to see the other stuff. That's the only reason I want to make sure that we're kind of all wanting the same thing. But yeah, let's just do it real quick. It'll set it up where, you know. All right, hold on. So it starts. I'll skip through some of it though. It's kind of hard to hear some of it. Just really open your ears. I was gonna put it. I just got done listening to it though, so I was gonna put it in my editor and edit it louder, but I just didn't have time, guys. All right. So it starts at. Hold on. Let me get the timestamp. Yeah. So that's why I just watched it just now before. So that's why it's when I was describing it, it's fresh in my memory. It's crazy. It's a trigger warning, guys. Trigger warning. This is probably one of the more disturbing parts because it's like you're seeing live. You know what I'm saying? You're hearing it like as it happens. Now, like I said, they don't show us the video, but remember the jury is watching this. They're watching them try to revive Timothy. I mean, can you imagine being there in the jury? No wonder why they only took freaking an hour to all right, hold on. I got a screenshot of the timestamps real quick. So it starts at 2:20 and then I could skip through to 2:37. Okay. Okay. You guys ready? Trigger warning. All right.
Again, for those in the audience that have not seen any of these images, this is not easy footage to watch.
Yeah, what's wrong?
I don't feel like breathing or anything.
Timothy?
Move, Summer. Move, Summer, you gotta move. Am I wrong?
No.
Oh my God.
Timothy?
Come on, buddy.
Timothy?
No, this can't happen.
Timothy? Hey.
Is he okay?
I don't know that.
It's okay. I don't feel anything wrong.
He's resisting.
Is he resisting? Is he stiff? Is he okay?
He feels cold.
Yeah, I know it's cold, but he's not stiff, so is he okay? Sit him up, please. Come on, come on. Come on. Please. Please, please, please. Please, baby, come on.
Timothy?
Here, see if you can open his jaw.
Timothy?
Come on, give him a rescue breath. Come on, quick. Good.
No.
Okay.
And it's still very, very wet.
Well, I think I feel it moving.
Timothy? Hey. Hey.
Come on, buddy.
Timothy?
Come on, buddy. Sharma, stop. Okay, give another breath, please. I saw him moving during the night, maybe.
Yeah. Timothy? Come on.
Come on. I'm gonna go get some water, see if we can get it down.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey.
You okay?
Come on, Timothy.
Okay. Well, it's all figured in the water. We can't close his eyes, but that's usually a sign that he's not down. Come on, buddy. Can you open his jaw for me? Come on. Come on. Please, buddy. Come on. Come on. Please, come on.
Timothy?
Come on, buddy. Come on, baby. Come on.
Come on, Timothy.
Here. Let's get out of here and sit him up or something. Come on. I may end up being late. We still make sure he's okay. No, he's not. I'm glad we checked on him.
Yeah.
You gotta put his five and do that. Come on. You're okay. Get his head back when you do that. Stomach away. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Back.
He's throwing up.
Well, then, that's a good thing. Come on. Go give me a towel quick. Come on, buddy. not be happening. Come on, buddy. Come on, Timothy, come on, buddy. Hurry up, please. There's one in the bathroom, come on. Come on, Timothy. Come on, buddy, come on. Can't do it, so we just come out quite quick. Come on. Okay, that's progress, come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. No, that's wrong spot. There's nothing in this smell. There shouldn't be. Come on, just, come on, get it flat, dude. Keep going. Come on. No, Sharma, get back. Come on, buddy.
Oh my, get back.
Come on, buddy.
Mama,
What? You hear something? Keep going. Keep going. Here, let me turn it off. It should be faster. I don't understand.
I don't either. Should we call an ambulance?
Not yet. Come on, Susie, come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, what's this? Oh, come on, buddy. You should be able to put stuff out here. Oh my God, come on, buddy. Come on, sweetie. Get in
It's
your
jaws, Lisa.
Yeah, it is. Come on, buddy. Get it on your very quickly.
Come here,
Come on,
Shanda.
buddy. Go.
Come here, Timothy. Or Shanda.
Come on, Shanda. Get in, Shanda. Nobody check on him.
Yeah.
Go.
Come on,
Go on,
Shanda.
Shanda, please, baby.
Shanda. Now is not the time.
No, it's not. Come on, baby. Yeah, come on, buddy. Come on. Well, we're trying. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Get some pants on the seat. Come on.
Yeah. Buddy, let's walk that.
Good. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on.
There was some really lost.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing I can do. When I push in, it's just stuff right now. So when I go in, you want.
Yeah.
Then you talk.
I Nothing new.
Is there something that's big on him?
No.
Nobody. Back to it. Is the seat in that one? Someone.
No. No, no. Wait.
He's all day, he wants. Somebody.
You're fine.
Can you come over? Come on.
Yeah.
How do you like? You fill up with your own. I know this one. No, I'm sorry. Here, I'll do the rest of it. You just help. Not too much. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Doing anything? His eyes should close so that face is really not. Yeah, but they just close. No, keep going. Getting anything from him? You can hold that dream. Come on, buddy. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. You have your belt.
Nope.
Put it on. I just wanna make it look like it's in that way. I have to go on the line.
Yeah.
Well, there's one. That's probably been on a hunger strike. We will be. I don't know what to do. It's 4788 Marshall Road. I woke up to go to work. Yeah, and my son's not breathing. I woke up to check on him before. He's 15. He's been on a hunger strike. He wouldn't eat lately. And I've been checking on him all night because he said he was feeling good last night. And I woke up to get ready to work this morning and he's not breathing. Yes. He's on fast. Can I put you on speaker? Yes, he's on the fly. Get him off his bed. He's on the walk bed. My first patient last a year or two ago, but I know how to do it, yeah. Okay, who's on speaker? Okay, there, you're on speaker. Yep. Okay. He ate yesterday, but he hasn't eaten. He's driving me crazy because he wouldn't eat hardly. And so he got really skinny and he won't eat. And I was just about to call the doctor this morning because he's just been horrible. I mean, he's a teenager. He's 15 and he didn't eat yesterday, but not a lot. I checked on him at, I don't know, 5:30. Yeah. Yeah. Go unlockable. I told you to unlock it. Shanda. Yes. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes. Yes, I do. Pinch his nose, open his airway. He's got like brown stuff coming out of his mouth. No. I don't know, it's brown liquid. Scoop it out. It's like dribbling out. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, my 20-year-old standing right here. 21, 22, 24, 25, 26. Okay. 30, 31, 32, 34, yeah, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, He's on the spectrum, high functioning, and he has ADHD. Yes. It's not the first time he's done this with not eating, so. Okay. He's still going. It's possible. But my husband had said that I had a stroke in January, and then his dad and stepmom called last week to tell us they were divorced. And so it's been rough, and he's been, like I said, he's done a hunger strike before. I would have been more worried. Well, let's go. I got it. So,
What on here, sir?
I don't think there's anything in his reach, honestly. Benadryl is the only thing. Or, off-brand Excedrin, extra strength. Take the check on him. He's been on a hunger strike for like 2 weeks. Yeah. About 5:30 this morning. And then I came down about, I don't know.
Just a couple of quick questions there. You heard references in there a couple of times, Ms. Vander, in that 911 call mentioning going to check on Timothy at about 5:30. Again, you've had an opportunity to review all of that video. Is that correct?
That's correct.
At any point in time around 5:30 or any time after the video that you've described where she drags him into the closet, does she come and check on Timothy?
She does not.
Okay.
I remembered. Okay. Man, dude, man. I can't even imagine like they're watching that video. Can you imagine? Like them watching excuse me. The jury watching that video. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let's ooh, my ear itches. Real all right. So first of all, since I'm probably not gonna go through like you know, some of the other side of the family that doesn't have like anything besides a couple pictures, I might not go through all that. But I did screenshot any of the pictures with the kids, with mainly Timothy, and I wanted Timothy or Paul. Just to kind of see, you know, did they look happy and what did their life look like? So let me just show you the pictures that I found throughout, you know, some of the family members from the dad side, at least some of them, and then some will as we're going through their Facebooks. But let's just start out there real quick. Because like I said, she doesn't have very many pictures on her page of Timothy at all. And you will see when we go to Paul's page, and he does a lot of videos on his page. He does a few lives. He has like live streams. He does one after his mom is arrested, and he's sitting there on the couch with his dog, and he is super skinny. So somehow when I saw him, like right when they arrested him, his face looked fuller, but his body wasn't for some reason. Remember when I was showing you that when I was like, look how, you know, like in trial when he was testifying, his face looked all sunken, like really thin. But then when they first arrested him with his head all shaved, he looked thicker. His face looked thicker. But July, I think it's 12th, we'll watch his video after his mom's already arrested and he talks about his brother dying. And you look at his leg, I mean, he is so skinny. But he has, oh, just wait till you see some of this stuff. It'll make you so mad with him. Hold on. We'll get there. There's this one thing that I was almost like laughing out of disgust about it. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's just like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. You got to be freaking kidding me. Okay, so let's just go through a couple pictures first. So just so we could see Timothy, just to kind of have, remember him. So a lot of these, like I said, is from his dad's side, right? So this is Timothy right here when he's a little bit younger, but there are a couple where he's a little bit older. Here's Paul. I'm just gonna, identify them too. I just identify her kids, I think this might be her daughter. I could recognize her daughter when she's older. So then you'll see her oldest sons in pictures too. But so yeah, so this is Timothy, this is Paul. These are three of her kids. This is Timothy, this is Nolan, this is her oldest son, this is her oldest daughter, and here is Paul. And then these are all there's like other step brothers and sisters and stuff from his dad's side. This is his dad, his stepmom. So we have Timothy's down here, and here's Paul. Here's the oldest son. Timothy's he's such a cute little kid. So here's Timothy's down here, right here. He wears glasses sometimes. I don't know if I found Paul on this one. But you can see a lot of love. And why did he leave his dad? Like, why did he freaking stay with his dad? That makes me so mad. His dad's probably regretting the crap out of it. Because look, he had like, looks like he probably had a great life. He had all these family around him and stuff. And here's the thing. Think about this. She says he comes with a bag full of medicine. And then she couldn't first of all, she makes it seem like she just wanted to get him off of it. But then she said, I couldn't afford it to take him to the doctor. I couldn't afford all those. So imagine a kid on all this medicine that's helping him, and then he moves to attend to his mom, and she just stops. So he's going through all these withdrawals. Imagine what that would do. Like, that in itself is crazy, to just take him off all the medicine all at once like that. I mean, imagine what he was feeling. Physically and mentally, he was probably like crazy. You can't do that. That in itself is like abuse, I feel like. So this is one of the more recent ones of Timothy. This is from 2018. And that's the most recent year we have of him in any pictures. This is 2018. And then here's Paul. Yeah, they look healthy. Look, he looks like, thicker. Even he looks a lot thicker than when you'll see him. Paul's build is a little bit skinnier than Timothy's, if you ask me. But they're not overweight or anything. But look, yeah, he looks nice and healthy, and so does Paul, actually. And then that's their dot. That's these and then him. So the Shanda's kids are the oldest right here. Then you have the daughter, and then we know these two. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, wait, correct what, Jessica? What did you say? Yes. And he was frozen, like with hot sauce. So that I guess that can go into torture, yeah. Oh wait, that's that same picture. Timothy, Paul, and daughter. Here's Timothy, here's Paul, here's the daughter. I don't even remember. I remember hearing the daughter's name. Now I forget what it is, but it's not important. I don't need to say her name. Timothy and Paul's are the only ones I need to see. Yeah, Paul does look totally different, huh? And here's all of them. Like, look how much fun. Look how cool that is. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that they were not deprived. I mean, they were loved and not deprived. I mean, look. So that's a good family. So here's Timothy, Paul, the oldest. That's the Nolan. I don't know. Timothy, the daughter, and Paul. And then here's their stepmom and one of their stepkids, or stepbrothers and sisters. Why do I have that picture 3 times? Okay, but there's Timothy. Okay. Oh, I have that picture twice. Okay. But that's Timothy when he's real little. This one's a little bit blurry, but there's Timothy. Paul's down here. And then, is that no one right there? Can't tell, it's blurry. But so this is her ex up here, Eric. Timothy. I'm sure you guys could tell, but just in case you can't tell who's who, this is Paul. That's all that and then like I said, this is Eric up here. All right. Timothy's right here. Where's Paul at? Paul's right here in the middle. And that's all there's really I want to point out. Look how cute. Timothy. So sometimes he has some glasses on. Paul. Wait, did I skip one? No, I guess it just jumped. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, Timothy, Paul. I think that's the sister. I don't know if you guys, at least big enough. Paul, Timothy has to be this little one because he would, you know, look how young Paul is. So I'm guessing that's Timothy. Or no, Timothy's back here. There's Timothy. Yeah. I was gonna say that looks a little bit young compared to Paul. Yeah, so that makes more sense. He's just hiding back here. So I don't know. They have a younger. I don't know the rest of them. I didn't bother to, you know, learn the names because it's not important in this. As far as I just kind of wanted to see if they looked happy, and they look like he looks like he had like a lot of love around him when he lived with his dad. Oh, here's the oldest son, Nolan, Paul, Timothy, and Paul looked happy too. I mean, they both look like they had a really good upbringing. And here's from 2018 too. So here's another. This is the most recent ones we have of Timothy. So here's Timothy right here, Paul, the oldest one. I think that's the sister. She always looks different to me, but I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I mean, he looks very healthy. And look at Paul's always smiling, looks happy. It's just like making me so mad that he didn't stay with his dad. Timothy, Paul. There's Eric, that's her ex. I think that's the daughter. Sometimes I have trouble telling the daughter where she is, but I'm pretty sure that's right. She's right here, right? Smiles, and they don't look fake. They're not like fake. They look they like seriously happy, you know. And then the rest of the Paul's pictures we're gonna go through when we go on his Facebook, so I don't need to go through those. I just saved them in case if they were gonna take him down, like if for some reason. Oh, here's a picture of Timothy, younger, and then. But we're going to go through these on the Facebook page. This one is actually on Shanda's Facebook page, this picture right here. So here's Timothy right here. Paul, the oldest. That's probably Gabriel, I'm guessing, since they're all together. So I remember this is all her kids, the daughter. Gabriel looks older now. I like, you'll see he's in like Paul's stuff. Because they don't, oh, and that's another thing I wanted to point out. They don't freaking, hold on one second. I want to make sure I got all of them. Yeah. So they don't freaking, when I'm watching Paul's stuff, it does not seem like it seems like, and this was in 2021, some of his stuff, and I'm always like looking to see if I could see Timothy in it, to see, you know, is he happy? Is he having fun with his mom's house? And he's never to be found anywhere. Now, there are some of the videos that I do want to put in my editor because, like, he moves the camera really fast, so I just want to make sure that I'm not missing him in some of the frames. But I don't think Timothy's with him when they're out, when they're doing stuff. So, it makes me wonder if even before Adam had a stroke, if, you know, if they were still, like, secluding him. I don't know. But, yeah, so Timothy, Paul, the oldest, and the sister. And then here's picture with the mom. This is Shanda. She's actually holding Timothy. So Shanda, Timothy, oldest, Paul, the daughter. So, okay, so, oh, here's one more. But like I said, these were some of the ones that are going to be on the pages we're going to go through anyway. But got Timothy, Paul, and the other two. All right, so let's go through some of the Facebook stuff. I think I showed this picture already, right? Yeah, Timothy, Paul, and I think I did, but I don't know, maybe not. Okay. All right, so. Oh, wait, here is one more that I missed. Yeah, so we got Timothy, Paul, the oldest Nolan. I think that's the sister, and I don't know who that is. Always look like legitimately happy, like not like sincerely happy, and they're always around all these kids. They probably had so much fun at their dads. And I just wish I knew No, the father didn't testify. I just wish I knew like more about why they went to the mom's house. Like what happened? Was there some kind of financial issue that happened around that? You know what I'm saying? That like what happened that made her get the like that make them illegally? Because she's smart. She knows how to read freaking court documents. There's no way that she misunderstood that order that she wasn't allowed to freaking have her kids. She could even ask for advice if she was misunderstanding it. So they knew, or at least she knew. Maybe she lied to her husband, saying, "No, I'm allowed to have them." But at the least, I think she knew that she was doing something illegal by having them. Unless if she was just the biggest idiot. But anyway, so she has them. But why? If they were happy, she had all these brothers and sisters. Why? She couldn't afford it. I mean, why would they? Why? Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Was he getting that much worse? He was like getting worse from how he was? Because I mean, I could see because she took him off the medicine where that could have done something, but no, his father not that I'm pretty sure he didn't. I didn't see the entire trial. I saw most of it, I would say now, but no, not that I saw. I don't think he was even there, to be honest. So, oh, and I think somebody said in chat yesterday that I think, and I don't know if she knows for sure, Tammy. I think it was Tammy was saying. Is Tammy here? I think she said the stepmom was there, but the father wasn't. Isn't that what she said? But wait, I have a question though. Wasn't that coming from her though? The whole her saying like the dad was frustrated with him. Wasn't that what she said? Because I don't really trust anything that she says. Because I feel like I remember her saying something like that. But has that been like, is that for real? Is that where you got that information? Didn't she say something like that on the stand or somewhere where it came from her mouth? Or no? Or did it come from Paul? Okay. So I don't really trust that. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's start with, you know, do you want to go to her YouTube or the Facebook stuff? Yeah. We can watch some of her YouTube videos. You know what? Let's do this first. Let's look at some of her Facebook posts. Now, these posts that where are they? There we go. These posts, you're not gonna, if you go to her Facebook page, wait, hold on one second. I want to make sure. Give me 1 minute. Okay. If you go to her Facebook page, you're not gonna, oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah. Never mind. I lied. But it's much easier the way I did it anyway. So I'm glad I did it this way. Okay. But you guys might not. So I might not. I mean, you might be having, never mind. I'm just going to shut up. I'm just going to share my page here. I'm like having a conversation with myself. Okay. So let's just go through some of her posts real quick and then we'll go to her main thing. Then we'll go to Paul's is going to be one of the more interesting ones because he's got a lot of videos on his, but let's just read a couple posts since we already we're watching a little bit of a video. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So we have, this is in 2014. She says, question and preparation. This is Apollo, my 9-month-old Merle puppy that is a total lover. He is very much a dog, my dog, but is fine with other people. If anything, he's a chick until he knows them. I am 21 weeks pregnant, which she would have been pregnant with Gabriel there, right? Or wait. Yeah, because Paul, somebody was saying that his birthday, hold on. I mean, I could look it up, but off the top of my hand, if he's, yeah, it wasn't his birthday in 2002. And then, so that means, yeah, this has to be Gabriel because Gabriel's, wait, how old is Gabriel? Or is this? No, this would be Timothy. Or no. That doesn't make sense. Why is that not lined up? Because how old is, I thought, I didn't think Gabriel was that old. How old is Gabriel? Is he that old? Is he like almost 10? So it has to be Gabriel. It's definitely not Timothy. I was thinking he was 7 for some reason, but I guess not. Okay, so 21 weeks pregnant, and I'm just looking for people with experiences with Danes and newborns. He has been around me holding babies and could care less about it. I just want to hear as much as possible. Chocolate Lab in the background is my service dog. Apollo Dwarfs thanks him so much. He's 9, so yeah, then that's him. Okay. So somebody's saying, this Meredith is saying to Shanda, had a pleasure hanging out with this lovely family today. So glad you guys came out. Looking forward to many more fun weekends. This is in 2015. Here's her with Adam and Gabriel. And then 2016, it's Gabriel. She says, our 2-year-old Gabriel picked up my headphones, attached them to my iPad mini, and pointed at it until I put Are We There Yet on for him. He has been standing there dancing to this album for almost 30 minutes now, pitching a conniption fit if it changes away from the songs on his album. Oh, and that's okay? I'm saying it should be, but you know what I'm saying? I'm sure if Timothy did that, it would be like, oh my God, he's such a pain. And then somebody shared this 2 days ago with Shanda, and it's this: rotten hell, it's a shame that you'll die with this last name. You didn't deserve it. Hope you get what's coming to you. So I wonder if this Nathan Long is somebody from that family, that side. So December 11th, 2009, we have things have calmed down enough now to post. Found out last night that someone has laid a hand on my daughter, across her face no less, before she was put with my sis. Can anybody say ticked beyond belief? Oh, so you're ticked that somebody laid a hand on your daughter, but look what you freaking did to your son. Okay, so that's in 2009. Then we go to 2017. Wayne Vander tagged her and says, Shanda, did you send a winter driving guide down to your family? LOL, looks like they might need one. 2010, Shanda writes, this isn't meant as hostile or anything like that. I've overcome a lot in my life, and this is simply my way of stating and showing that I have overcome this already. Watching you walk out of my life hasn't made me a bitter or cynical about love, but rather it has shown me that if I wanted so badly to be with the wrong person, how beautiful it will be when the right one comes along. So this is 2010. So wait a minute. She didn't leave till I thought they lived together till 2012. See, that's what I was asking yesterday. Were they just living together and they still weren't together? You know what I'm saying? Just because they had the kids and she had nowhere to go, maybe? Because, I mean, does that not make it seem like they're not together anymore? And that's 2010. Okay, so 2010, she says, okay, since a bunch of friends have done it, here it is. And I so do not agree with this. Shanda, a girl who when enters the room, everyone stops and stares because she is so beautiful. It is believed that they are the descendants from angels. Anyone with this name will most likely be beautiful, talented, funny, smart, and very, very sexy. Also, when you fall for her, you will never love anyone else. Oh my Lord. And then Kelly tagged her in 2015. Spent a wonderful evening with wonderful friends, more like family. So glad to have them back in Michigan. Welcome home, Adam and Shanda and Gabriel. And then 2009, she writes, and this is a picture she has of herself. Finally, at hubby's insistence, actually sewed something for myself. My 9-year-old took this picture, so hope it comes across okay. I've done 2 pairs with elastic now, and this pair with a drawstring. Much prefer the drawstring. Any opinions? So, her 9-year-old, because Paul would only have been 7. So that was her oldest. That would have been Nolan, right? Or unless if it's the daughter. No, because I think Nolan's 20. So I think Nolan's like 2 years older than, right? I don't know. But it's definitely it's one of the other ones, either Nolan or that took the picture, I mean, by the age. Anyway, so 2017, Wayne writes, Shanda, I suspect that Alabama and Georgia have the same type of snow removal equipment, right? And then to Shanda and Matt. And then Shanda, 2009, returns home again. This is one I wanted to point out. So at 2009, returns home again empty-handed, but not quite as bad as previously. We now get to see them with people there with people there with mostly friends and family, and will mostly be whenever they allow it, which is whenever we want. We'll get to see at least the 3 oldest for Christmas. Still working on placement for Timothy. Anybody that can care for an adorable 3-year-old. So this is really confusing to me because this is 2009. So she's not with Adam yet, right? Isn't she still with Eric at the time? So she's saying we now get to see them, so he wasn't able to see him either? And I thought that, where were they living with in 2009? I'm a little bit confused about that. You see what I'm saying? Here, let me not ignore chat, sorry. So this is really confusing. Returns home again empty-handed, which means they return home without the kids, right? And remember, in 2009, she's still living with Eric. But not quite as bad as previously. We now get to see them with the people they're with, mostly friends and family. Oh, so she's saying they're with friends and family, her kids, their kids. And will mostly be whenever they allow it, which is whenever we want. We'll get to see at least the 3 oldest for Christmas. Still working on placement for Timothy. Anybody that can care for an adorable 3-year-old. So I guess they're trying to get temporary care for Timothy until they're allowed to get him, I guess. And now 2010, she writes, has to share this with everyone because it just made my night. It was so adorable. I tend to look, oh, this is the one I read to you guys last time. Well, I want to make sure I'm not missing comments. Yeah, hold on, there's some comments. Man, I've been forgetting to look at comments because sometimes it's interesting if she responds. I would definitely want to see what the comments of this are. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Shanda writes, okay, I hate Facebook's limit on status characters. We'll get to see at least 3 of the oldest on Christmas, but not Millie and Nolan together. Dumb. Guess it's better than nothing. Timothy is actually in a foster home where we can't call him. Some stupid policy in regular foster homes. The 2 oldest boys are in a shelter until my brother and sister-in-law's background checks. Until my brother and sister-in-law's background checks from Alabama come in, and they'll go to them. They're supposed to be in this week, thankfully. I honestly don't know how far they can go. I'm willing to consider just about anything at this point to ensure we know where they are. Okay, so Timothy's in the foster home where they can't call him, can't even see him, some stupid policy, so they can't call him. 2 oldest boys are in a shelter until her brother and sister-in-law's background checks come from Alabama. Then they'll go to them. And then they don't know after that. Okay, so I'm glad I caught that there was comments. Let's see what she responds to this. When he says, I suspect Alabama and Georgia have the same type of snow removal. She says, yeah, pretty much. Matt says, yes, it's called sun. Today only 49, but Wednesday's back in 70s. Shonda says, so not fair. Snowing here in Michigan again. Wayne says, we're getting snow, rain today and tomorrow. It will be soon on its way to you. Shonda says, we already have plenty. Getting more now, so no thanks. Okay, let me see if there's any interesting ones up here. So this one, you'll enjoy them, Shannon. They're easier than the dresses I was doing. Now hubby wants a few more pairs, and the boys are all asking nicely for some too. And thank you. It's funny to try new things. And then somebody says, I think they look cute on you, honey. And Shauna says, oh, thank you, Laura. You can't see it in the pic, but on the fabric in different spots, it says 50% trouble, 50% good, 100% good, 100% trouble. Hubby says they're appropriate. All right, let me see. Because the one... Thank you so much, Kelly. It's good to be home. Love you. Okay. Oh, I didn't read... Did I read that where Kelly says... Oh, yeah, she spent some time with friends. Okay, hold on. Oh, so... Everybody's saying, oh, yeah. Oh, David says, oh, man, is that thing so far off? He, the one about her name, what it means. She says, oh, shush, David. So true, Jessica, because Jessica says, yeah, mine fit for the most part, but some of the stuff is not HR friendly or Facebook friendly. We are gorgeous, are we not? Okay, so, all right, hold on. Let me go up to that one where it talks about this. Let's see if she explains this. So this is the one where she talks about like what the guy, like watching you walk out of my life and blah blah blah, and then how beautiful it will be when the right one comes along. So let's see if we can figure out what's going on here with her. So somebody says, "Oh, hugs to you," and Shanda says, "Love you too, sis." So which one said love you? Oh, it's okay. So Susan, is that her sister? But some people tell me, so let's keep that in mind when we're digging into her family. There's another one that they call each other sis, and I looked into her, and so we'll have to see. I don't know if that's her sister, but okay. And then I never thought this would end up like this, you know. And then Shanda says, "I know, don't think anybody did." And Tasha says, "Huh, I don't get it." And Shanda says, "PM me, Tasha, we'll explain further." So I wonder if, yeah, that maybe they were broke up, but they just lived together for a while. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, somebody put cruelest person. This is recently. Yeah, those are ones that are. So she says, my bro, because this is the one that says, somebody asked Shanda, "Did you send a winter driving guide down to your family? Looks like they might need one." And Shanda says, "LOL, Wayne. My brother and sister-in-law are in Oklahoma City and are smart enough to stay off the roads. Just extended family left in Alabama. Guess they're on their own." And Wayne says, "That's the point. If they had one, they could go out and play in it. I think you let them miss the fun." And Shanda says, "Wayne, you do not want them playing in it. Trust me. Alabama has almost no equipment to treat roads. Literally everything shuts down. Schools were called last night before anything fell, and Redstone's arsenal was closed for the day. They declared a state of emergency last night on it. They just need to stay home for a day or two until it melts, LOL." Okay, so here's the one about her daughter, somebody laying a hand on her. Tracy says, "Say what?" And Shanda says, "Yeah, she told me about this on the phone last night. We reported it first thing this morning. We're going to make sure the woman is thrown in jail for it." Thanks, Sarah. This is just insane. Yeah. So she said somebody laid her hand on her face, across her face, her daughter, before she was put with her sister. Okay, so now I think we can move on. This is the one about, yeah, there's no comments on that. Sorry, guys. Ooh, there's comments on this, but what is this one? Oh, talking about somebody said it had pleasure hanging out with the family. So somebody hung out with them and said it had a pleasure. Let's see what Shanda responds. Adam says, so Adam responds, "Yep, us getting together needs to be a common practice now. Just saying, we will not suffice to, we got to go do it." We totally do. I can't believe how great Gabriel is. He's such a great baby. We all love him. Scotty says, "Well, where's the smile? I'm glad you have some good friends and I hope you had a lot of fun. Keep up the good work. It'll be winter before you know it and too cold to go out. Love your pictures." And then Shauna says, "He was very serious today, Scotty. Not a lot of smiles. Silly boy. And thank you, Meredith." Wow, a year ago already. So she came back a year later and commented. Wow, a year ago already. I think. Yeah, that doesn't, we don't need to, nothing really that. Okay, so let's go back to where we were. Now, the one we left off on is the one I read last night that I thought was funny. We kind of got a good laugh about it. But I'll read it again in case if there's new people that didn't get to see it. Where are we at? Okay, here we go. You ready to get a little laugh? Wait, I already read this one. Yeah, so this is very... right here has a lot of information in this post. So if we need to like refer back to it about where some, if we're putting like a timeline for the kids, I should get a timeline and try to figure it all out. Make as much sense as we can. Okay. So January 23rd, 2010, she writes, "Has to share this with everyone because it just made my night. It was so adorable. I tend to look younger than I am. Always have. Just didn't think I still look this young. Waiting with a friend for Eric and a friend to come out of another movie at the theater tonight." And remember, this is 2010, and she's still with it. I mean, they're going to movies together. So I wonder, well, I guess they could still be friends. But anyway, this group of 3 boys walked over near us, and one leaned on a table and said, Hey, I lost my digits. Can I have yours? Oh my lord. And then she comments under this, Shanda does. I asked him how old he thought I was, and he said 13. He was stunned to learn my real age, and I'm pretty sure he and his buddies didn't believe me. That made my night. And she says, yeah, for the record, I'm less than 2 months from 31. I get 16 or 18 all the time, but not usually 13. And Margaret says, go girl, I love it. Keep looking younger than my true age. The older I get, and you are blessed with that as well. Wearing sunscreen every day for as long as I can remember with Helio, something every day helps. It's in our genes too. And Jessica says, too funny. I had someone tell me that I look like a teenager, but I am sorry I don't see it. And Shanda says, thank you, Meg and Jessica. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I don't do anything to look young, but apparently I do. Jessica says, oh, hi, Shanda. Hi, I'm so tired, girl. And Shanda says, oh, sorry you're tired. Hang in there. I will. Missed Eric at work, so it was pretty boring, naturally, without my partner in crime. I think he's tired of me asking him too many questions all the time. And Shanda says, nah, wasn't tired of you at all. It actually worked out well that he wasn't there. Some stuff came up that he had to help with. And Rod, don't I have pics up on my photos? I'll go look. Susan says, so what movie did you see? Hugs. Shanda says, Hugs, The Spy Next Door. There's a theater here called Tinseltown. All of the new releases, but way cheaper than anybody else. $5.75 for a regular movie instead of $9, and $3.75 for a matinee. It was just Jackie Chan movie. Really good. Just like so full of herself, I feel like. Hi, Melody. Hi, Liberty and Wolfpack. What up, Wolfpack? Gillette, I don't even think I said hi to you, but I was talking to you in chat. I gotta remember to stop by and chat a little bit as I'm reading so I could say hi and see what you guys are saying. Oh, yeah, Megan. Yay. Okay. Kelly Smith Van Houten tagged Shanda and said, had a fabulous night visiting with some friends and excited that they are moving back, but sad that we may be moving away. Loved on their little peanut. Thanks for sharing him, Shanda and Adam. It was good to see you guys. Shanda says, it was so awesome to hang out with y'all, and thank you for loving on him, Kelly. You aren't going anywhere. Not going to let you. And then Jessica Vandark is with Kyle Douglas and 3 others on July. I forgot to say the dates, but yeah, that was 2014, and this is 2016. She said, and the 3 others are Scott, Lori, and Shanda. She says, what a great evening at the score last night, watching 3's a crowd, plus a cool ship to play on. So wait, this is 2016. Trying to see that this looks like Gabriel, because Gabriel has that. Yeah, because Shanda, he has that curly hair. Let's see. Shanda, I'm sure it's her. No, Elizabeth says very cool place. Okay. Shanda, so 2009, she writes, December 18th, 2009, she writes, we'll get to see all 4 kids on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, provided some people get their heads out of their butts on the last bit of paperwork needed to get the older boys over to my brother and sister-in-law's place. As thankful as I am for that, it's a double-edged sword. Never had to say bye to them. Never had to say bye to them on those days. And Kristen says, so glad that you should get to see them, but sorry that things have dragged on like this. And Shanda says, thanks, this is beyond ridiculous. I've never seen anything so slow. Only government can get away with this. Mary says, will you get to be together all the time? All at the same time? I know that would make this better, or bittersweet. Shanda says, hugs, thanks sis. Yes, Mary. Originally they were saying Nolan and Millie had to be separated, but they backed off of that and will allow us to have all 4 as long as we don't allow those 2 to be alone together. Does anybody know what the deal with them not to be allowed together? Like Nolan and Millie, did something happen between them 2? Because I've never heard that. Like, oh, they could be, you could see them separately. Like you can't see them together, or now they can't be alone together. There must have been something going on. Anyway, it says, yes, it's bittersweet, but things are progressing much faster than normal for what I'm told. Sure doesn't feel that way, though. And then Mary says, so excited for you. Enjoy your time with them. Hugs your way. Shanda says, thank you, Mary. Hugs back. I still have those teacher books for you. Let me know the next time you'll be anywhere nearby and I'll get them to you. Are you guys able to read along? Is it big enough? Let me see if this weighs. Yeah, that's bigger, huh, than this. Yeah. That's bigger. We'll do it that way. Okay. Wait, where are we? Yeah, right here. Wait, did I click on the right? Yeah, okay, so this one. So now we're at 2010. So that was December 29, 2009. This is January 22nd, 2010. She says, just had a really bittersweet evening. Good first week in a new venture. Great to see my little ones. Awful to have to say goodbye. When will the madness end? It never fails to amaze me how people can admit you've done nothing wrong and still drag you through one of the most horrific circumstances possible at this stage of life. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine being a 15-year-old boy and being humiliated and tortured and dragged through his most freaking horrible experiences in his life, you know? Ugh. Sorry. It's just hard not to comment about some of the stuff she says. Anyway, Jessica says, this too shall pass, and if you ever need to talk or shoulder to cry on, well, you can go to Eric. Just kidding. I am here for you, sis. So she's calling her sis back. So I think this Jessica Quinton is her sister, right? A miracle will help. I feel it. Let me just write it down because I don't know. Does anybody know? I think Ramsey is her maiden name, but I can't find any of her friends named Ramsey that seem to be her sister. So if her sister got married, she wouldn't have that name anymore anyway. So anyway, we're still praying for you and your family. And Shanda says, thank you all so much, David. February 16th is the next date to look to. Here's hoping. And in the meantime, once a week is way better than once every 4 weeks. Thanks to everyone for their prayers through all of this. Means a lot. I know there has to be a reason for all this. Haven't figured out for sure what it is, but guess we'll see. And then here is... Oh, thanks, Patty. Hey, Linda. Okay, so Wayne Vander writes, and there's a picture. I think this is her right here. It looks like her from the back. They're watching football in the snow. She says, they say, and this is 2017. He says, hold on one second. Okay. He says, this is real living. This is a real living room on game day. Shanda Vander, pass this to your Southern friends. Shanda says, yuck, that is not real football, either in the stands or at home in the warm watching. Matt says, silly girl, I understand you don't know real football. You're married to a Bears fan. Are you married to a Bears fan? Shanda says, Matt, NFL isn't real football. College football is real football. Matt says, only in the South where they don't have real football. Wayne says, no green and gold or cardinal and white in your blood. It's not hard to understand why you don't understand real football. And Wayne says, ain't family fun. Shanda says, only the South has real football. I bleed crimson and white proudly. And I ask Adam, you will not find a crazier football fan than me. Ask mom and dad too. And then this person is, these are all recent. You know how you always get the people coming in after the cases and writing mean stuff, which, I mean, I'm just saying. We're not going to probably read all those, but maybe that isn't her. I thought that was her, but I don't, from the message, it doesn't sound like she's even in there. Okay. March 2010, she writes, just want to know when this is all going to be over. Because the line between what I can and can't take was way back there. Honestly, I don't know how much longer I can hang on. Yeah. Huh. And she says, thanks so much, Shannon. Just worn down from all of this. Not sure how to hang on right now. Yeah, I'm sure freaking Timothy wasn't sure how to hang on either. Ugh. It makes me so mad, especially like, listening to that today. It just topped it. She says, praying for you guys, hang in there. And Shanda says, thanks, sis. Thanks, Kristen. Trying to hang in there. And, Rod? Hugs, I'm trying, sis. Thanks, sis. Don't feel like it right now. So, yeah, or wait. Which one is our sis now? This one? Well, I'm going to write that name down, too, because she kind of looks like the other one. So, maybe it is. I'm just going to write these names down that she's calling sis and just see. It might not be, but didn't she just call? Let's make sure that that's who she's calling sis. Sometimes comments they don't show up or they're removed. And yeah, because look. Wait, thanks, Kristen, trying to hang. I don't know. All right. So Wayne is with TJ and 37 others, and one of them is her. And this is 2016, June, and she says, he says, we discovered that we have our first barn cat kitten. We have not seen or heard it all spring. Now it is big enough that mom has taken it out in the yard to play. We have started to put food out separately for them so they get enough to eat. Mom was getting thin, and a thin cat is not a healthy cat. Besides, it's so cute. Yeah, a thin child isn't a healthy child. I'm just joking. I mean, I'm not, but okay, so she doesn't comment. And okay, so Kelly Smith, April 9th, 2016, just writes, just tags her. And Shanda says, saw it, love it. And then 2010, January, Shanda writes, has to share this with everyone. Oh, wait, this is the same thing. Why did this come up again? It's that same thing about her. Whatever. About the guy saying she looks young. Wonder if she shares it twice or if it's the same one somehow that got doubled. Okay, so February 23rd, 2010, she writes, number 4, countdown to our anniversary. Eric is absolutely nuts at times. Yes, that's a good thing usually. So they are still together in 2010. Huh. So I wonder what happened. Because I remember that one thing she posted and then somebody says, oh, what's wrong? I'm confused. She said, well, here, DM me or whatever, and I'll explain. So I wonder what that's about. All right, so December 9th, 2009, she says, is looking forward to seeing our little girl tonight. We get 3 hours with her and get to tuck her into bed before leaving. And I talked to the people Timothy is now with from here on out. They are awesome. So she talked to the people he's with from here on out, and they're awesome. Got to talk to him last night as well. As much as a 3-year-old talks on the phone, LOL, things are finally working out slowly. Wow. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to read the comments here on the anniversary. So when she says countdown on the anniversary, Eric is absolutely nuts. Yeah, there's 7 comments. Let's see. So Susan says, no way, Eric. He. I hope you are enjoying giving him these gifts. Have fun, sis. This got to be her sis because she did it again. XOXO. And then Shanda says, think he sees them as gifts? Just saying. Nice stuff doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me. What? Or she's saying, just saying nice stuff. Doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me. And then Margaret says, how many years will it be? Shanda says, this Saturday will be 11 years of marriage. Well, look, now we got a date at least when they got married. Okay. So this is 11 years. Well, we don't know when she commented. Well, no, yeah, February 10th. So they got married like around 99, 2000, right? At least we have a general idea. I'm just trying to get a timeline together. Shanda says, I was going to count down 1 thing per day for the week leading up. Just changed my mind, and I'm going to do 11 things for the 11 years. For the 11 years we've been married. So some days we'll get more than 1. Okay. Wait, what was she gonna do? I was gonna count down one thing per day. Anyway, and Margaret says, that sounds wonderful, Shonda. Congrats and have a romantic anniversary. Shonda says, thanks, Mag. We actually did the big anniversary dinner this past Saturday, but it's still fun to count down and do this for him. Okay, so now, and we read this one already where she gets to talk to the people that, well, she gets to talk to Timothy now. So, January 9th, 2010, she says, is really worn out, but thoroughly enjoying. Now, if I could get a little more sleep, that would help a lot. I am truly enjoying, and it makes the days go so much faster and easier. Now, if things would keep falling into place. Oh, and something really amazing today. A coworker gave us a Wii, a new one. Long story, but he didn't want it and didn't want to sell it, so it's ours. Can't wait till the kids see it. Jessica says, Target has Wii games on sale over in their value section for cheap. Shauna says, wow, thanks. Sure, payday Friday, Yahoo. Jessica says, and I think Jessica is her sister, right? We're going to check. Shauna says, LOL, Shannon. Yep, we're going to send it with the 2 older boys for now, so happy about that. And yep, Jessica. And Jessica says, still need to get Team Edward shirt for Ashley. Brew, ha ha ha. Shonda says, LOL, a friend got a Collins shirt for me for Christmas. And Jessica says, I have 2. One is property of Colin, and then my favorite is a picture of Edward when he's walking across the parking lot in New Moon. Dreamy. Shonda says, nice. Jessica says, must stop licking t-shirt, and if I am honest, the posters and the doll. Shonda says, yeah, well, details? Jessica says, ask Eric about the nails. Shonda says, LOL, isn't he a nut? Jessica says, yes, I wish I could reach my back with these things. Shonda has a smiley face, and Kristen says, wow, that was super nice. Shonda says, yeah, it was really amazing. Susan says, hugs for strength and for a good night's sleep, and what is it with you people and presents, he he he. Though I have gotten great ones from you, sis. Hugs. Devin says, blessed and highly favored women of God. Shauna says, thank you so much, Devin. I'm feeling blessed more and more lately. So nice to start and come out from under the dark clouds. He's seeing us through it all. Really amazing to see that more and more. Hugs, sis. Thank you. I don't know what happened. Just kind of happened out of the blue. Amazing, though. And then we have, this is that picture with the kids. Timothy's on her lap, her daughter, Paul, and then Nolan, and then Shonda. So let's see. So she posted this January 23rd, 2010, and it says, well, there are a couple of pics of me in my photos and on my profile, but here's one of me and the kids last night. Sorry I didn't post a pic of the kids sooner. Josie been crazy busy. So take your pic, Rod, LOL. And there's no comments. And then, wait, yeah, so that was 2010. This is 2010. Would like to wish my amazing sweetie a very happy 11th anniversary. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing 11 years. Number 11, why I love Eric so much. Everything about him that can't be put into words. Susan says, congrats, sis, and hugs to you both. Shauna says, thanks, sis, hugs. 2015, April. It's got to be Gabriel. Yeah. Gigi says, he's so adorable. Susan says, oh my God, gorgeous. And you? Jenny says, great. He's getting so big. Great puke. I don't know what that means. Something great. PUC. Meredith says, so adorable. That blue shirt makes his eyes pop. What a ladies' man. Shauna says, thank y'all. I have to agree. He is pretty cute. Thanks, Susan. Cut me out of this picture because it was such a good picture of him. And yes, Meredith, love those blue eyes. Liz says, oh, Amy says, very cute. I love this little suit. Shauna says, thank you, Amy. What's his Easter outfit? He's growing so fast. Amy says, it goes way too fast. I miss my baby being an actual baby. I'm not ready for the teen years. One of us may not survive. Shanda says, LOL, understand that. Have 2 teenagers already down to little man. Hang in there and holler if you need rescued sometime. And then I want to see how much longer, if we should kind of go back and forth and then look at a little bit of pause and then come back. But if we're almost done with this, maybe not. Let me see. Yeah, I think we're almost done with this part. So January 19th, 2010, she says, is really worn out, but... Oh, we already read that. This is a double. The we. So December 27th, 2009, she says, is trying really hard to make sense of it all and failing miserably. How long is this going to go on? Shanda says, raises an eyebrow and wonders if you want knocked out again. And it isn't that simple. Wish it was, but thanks, Rod. And then this is her again. She says, thanks. I hope it works out soon, too. Okay, you asked for it, but I'm going to do it different this time so it doesn't hurt. Lands a fairly hard strike across the brachial origin, knocking you out cold by activating a pressure point. Won't leave a headache, promise. That work? I don't even know because I don't see what she's responding to. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm under most relevant. Dang it. That's why sometimes I miss it. I forget to do all. But no. Did he remove his comment? Like sometimes like you'll see people commenting on stuff, but you don't see their comment. So she's obviously commenting on something, right? It says 10 comments, but not 10. And I have all, look. So somebody, they removed him. Or maybe they can't. You know, another thing is they might have got rid of their Facebook page. So she's responding to somebody about something. It doesn't make sense to us because we don't know. And then she says, love you too, sis. And Rod points at my wonderful hubby. Might want to talk to him about that one. LOL, I know you meant no harm. Was just pestering ya. November 8th, 2014. Picture. All too cute. Well, I guess I am forgetting to do all. Julie says, oh, what a doll. Scott says, he's beautiful. That smile, more like, hi, I've got you wrapped around my finger. Shanda says, thank y'all. We happen to think he's pretty cute too. Nah, I know better than to let him wrap me, Scotty. Now his daddy. That might be the case. LOL. Jenny says, he's so adorable. He's just too precious. Shanda says, thank you, Jenny and Aunt Carol. Wait, where's Aunt Carol? Oh, it's on Van Dark side though. Shanda says, thank you, Katie. We keep going back and forth on who he looks like. Here's that picture of all her kids. Oh, Timothy, he's so cute. So this is 2015. Okay, we have Lindsay says, they all look just like you. Shanda says, thank you, Lindsay. Cam says, now this is amazing. And Scotty says, I love this picture. They're all growing up so fast. They're all wonderful and courteous children. Every one of them. I haven't seen them in a while. And Jenny says, are those your older kids with the baby? Shanda says, yes, they are, Jenny. Thank you, Scotty and Cam. Jenny says, oh my God, they grew up so fast. You have a beautiful family. Mark says, a great family picture. Or Mary says, a great family picture. A treasure. And Pam says, very special. What blessings. Well, you know what? I forgot to text some of the mods at the time I was going live. Soul just texted. I forgot to tell her. Keep forgetting. Ashley, I forgot to text you too. I don't have all of the mods' phone numbers, but the ones that I have, I try to. Anyway, give them a heads up. So where are we at? Shauna says, Kelly, was the end of June, and thank y'all. Oh yeah, Julie says, beautiful sis, love. Julie. That was the other time that I saw somebody call her sis, so let's write her down just to. Okay. So this was the end of June. Let's see when she posted it. August. So she posted it like a couple months after it was taken. So we know she took it. It's pretty much recent. Okay, so we got that. So, okay, December 2009. I keep saying that weird. She says, just returned home from a really long but wonderful road trip. Thank you again so much, Sarah and Tim, for entrusting Jack to us. Oh my God, no, don't entrust her with any kids. He spent 3/4 of the trip on someone's shoulders, alternating between us. And thanks for a great time of fellowship and catching up, David. It was a good day and trip, even if it was tiring. Susan said, glad you're home safe and then with lovely cargo. Enjoy. Shanda says, thanks, sis. David says, glad you got home safe. It was great seeing you. Shanda says, it was great getting to see you too, David. We're praying for Jennifer. And then Shanda says, pics of Jack, the yellow nape Amazon parrot, are now in my photo albums. They have a separate album just for that. Here's hoping and praying. Man, I don't know. How long do we have? Because I want to know if I do have a lot, then I will kind of alternate. So wait, let me see where we left off. I got to remember. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, it's gonna it keeps adding. Okay, what do you guys want to do? We will end up reading all of them, but do you want me to like kind of go back and forth and mix it with like reading and then play a couple videos, kind of do that? Or do you want me to just finish this, then go to the next thing? Let me keep this where I left off though. Hold on. Because this is, I mean, we're getting little important pieces of information about like the kids and where they're at. So I do think it's important. I just don't know if I should kind of go back and forth. So this is where we left off. Let me see. Let's do let's go back and forth a little bit. Kind of keep it interesting. So I'm gonna go to we can either go to her YouTube or play a couple of Paul's lives. Let's I'll do Paul's since we're on Facebook. We'll just do that real quick. We have a lot to go through, really, to be honest. I have a lot of stuff that I feel like will be interesting to go through. Okay, so we are going to go to Paul's Facebook now. All right. So I don't know if we should start backwards or forward. I think the easiest way is to start from newest to oldest, because if not, you almost have to scroll way down and then go up. I figured that out the other day when I was thinking like logically, I'll just put in a date and then go backwards. No, you can't do it. You have to almost scroll down and then go up. So we're just going to make it easy and just kind of go from top to bottom. Okay, so this right here. Wait, what was the date he died, guys? What was the exact date? Why can't I think? It was July. I could look it up, but I just don't. I know somebody knows it, so I don't need to. 6th. Okay, July 6th. So 6 days later, after his death, he does this live right here. It's pretty short. It's only 2:27. Okay, how many have seen this already? Like how many have went through Paul's page and watched these videos? I'm just curious. I want to know like how much is going to be new to people and how much it isn't. All right.
I'll see if I can answer them in the next.
Hold on, let's start it over. Okay, so he is. Why is it not? Oh yeah. Okay, good. All right, actually, hold on. I'm gonna do it like this. 1 second, guys. Just want to set it up. I'll do it like that for right now. All right, you ready? Let's watch it.
Buddy,
Hold Look at his leg. Pay attention to how skinny his leg is.
Just says
Bone.
playback. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Hey everybody. Just figured I'd send a quick check for y'all, but we're doing good right now. I just dozed off on the couch unintentionally. I forgot to give a quick check for today, but yeah. Oh, when I can't actually get in contact with you guys, I'll probably post a quick check like this. For those of you who aren't aware, my little brother has passed away, and my mother is currently in the custody of, well, I'm not sure if it's I don't know. It's a lot to deal with, but right now we're doing good. We're fine. But
Look how skinny his leg is.
if I can't actually like Facebook you guys, like
Look how skinny his leg is. He's really skinny. But I don't know if it's just because, some guys just it's hard to keep on weight because it seems like he's posting food and it looks like, he's home all day by himself where his mom's at work where he has the key to the food. So I don't know if he's not allowed to eat. I feel like, and then he goes to Applebee's and he gets meals. So I don't know if it's because like anything about her starving him or anything. Because I feel like he does have access to food. So I don't know, but he does seem really thin. So
live because I don't have my phone and I don't know how to access my stepfather's. I'll post a quick check to let you guys know everything's going on. If you have any questions or anything, just comment them down below and I'll see if I can answer them in the next quick check.
you're about to be arrested, boy. Do we know what day he gets arrested? Can somebody find that for me? Or I'm using you guys, so I'm not using you guys, but so I could just not. I don't know. So I could just focus on this. If anybody wants to, it's up to you. But I would like to know. It would just be an easy Google. Google it. You'll be able to tell. I could do it actually.
Just keep supporting and pray that the two of us get through this. But I guess I don't really have much that I can say right now. But in the comments, I'll leave a little something if you guys want to know what's going on. There you go. Well, I gotta go and get back to bed. I'll probably post another quick check tomorrow. So, doodles.
Dang it! I hate when I do that. I'm saying thank you. So you looked it up. It said July 13th. So he gets arrested the next day. That was from July 12th. So what I was saying is, so he's just sitting at his house thinking, "No, I'm good. I'm not, got the house to myself. Mom's arrested." I don't know. I'm sure he is. He went through a traumatic experience. So I mean, I'm sure if he is human and not, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping he has some kind of like that he feels sad that his freaking brother's dead. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, is he just sitting there like, yeah, my mom's in jail and thinking he's not gonna get in trouble, and then freaking tomorrow, buddy, you're gonna get a knock on the door. She was arrested when was she arrested, actually? That's a good question. I think the next day, right? Hers was really soon. Let me see. I could just look it up. I'm sorry I'm making you guys do it, but I feel like sometimes you don't mind, right? Does anybody, why I get the next thing on? Will somebody bring, so you're saying for sure you looked it up January 13th. Would somebody just find the day she was arrested for me so I don't have to, so then I can look at the next thing? But here's the weird thing is, so then but I guess it's not weird. It's probably because he didn't think he was going to get arrested or something. But look, he posts this under the comments because this is him, Paul Ferguson. He puts a link to this about his mom, which I just found kind of weird. It says ice baths, denial is all these things. Gosh darn it. Okay, so ice baths, denial of food led to teen's death by mother. Oh my God, yeah. By a mother's hand. Muskegon prosecutor says that's July 8th. So she was already arrested by July 8th. I'm pretty sure it was the next day she got arrested, if not the day after. It was she either got arrested the 7th or 8th then. So somebody's looking it up for me though. Okay, so Mara says, I looked it up on an article from 7:15 said she was arrested, or he was arrested on the 13th. So that's what Megan said too. So yeah, the 13th. So now just her. Hers is either the 7th or 8th. But if you guys want to check. Okay, so let's go back to his page real quick. There's a lot of comments, but let's just see if like some of the why won't this have 1 year ago? Okay, so somebody says, are you at home? The same house? Who's that behind you? I didn't see that behind. I want to see if there's any comments that are just like not afterwards. But like before he got arrested that he responded to. You know, the only thing I see is he posted that article for some reason. Let's see if he has any more. I don't know. Yeah, most of them are just people coming in after. Like, I doubt it, but I just wanted to see if anybody, like, he responded to anybody. You know what I'm saying? If anybody wrote something and then he responded. But probably not, because he posted that. It looked like it was at night, and then he gets arrested the next day. I mean, he could have had time to comment to some people if they commented right away, but chances are this was so new, people weren't aware of it back then enough to have hurry up and commented besides his family probably. You know what I'm saying? And then by that time he was already in jail. Okay, so let's see what else his channel has. So we have that. That was from, like I said, yeah, July 12th. And then he has this live with Eric, which, here's the thing. I was trying to look to see if I could see Timothy in this, right? Because make this make sense here. So this is July. This is 3 days, right? 3 days before Timothy dies. It says he's with Eric, Paul. Unless, is this live? Hold on, I want to see, because maybe he posted it after maybe it was filmed and they posted it after. How can you, it is live. So, I'm confused with that. Was he really physically with him here? Because didn't Eric wonder, hey, where's Timothy? Did he go and, you know what I'm saying? This isn't making sense to me. So let's see. Are you guys following what I'm saying?
Oop.
Red, white, green type of color.
Okay, Ashley. Okay. So he's probably at with his mom's house.
A little
So
bit of our own fireworks show.
yeah. That has to be Gabriel talking.
Whoo! There we go.
But actually, can't you just tag somebody without saying you're with them? Couldn't you just be, you could tag them in a different way, I thought? But it probably is just that.
Go.
Early celebration. So, huh? Do what, kiddo?
Are these fireworks to go up to sky?
Don't worry about it, kiddo.
I expect these to just fly up into the sky and then blow
Yeah,
up into
luckily they lit each
sky.
other, thankfully. I didn't have to do some of that. All right, now that that's done, I guess, nope, that's the puppets. Here we are, the main event. All right, Gabriel, you're going to want to be careful around these ones. All right?
Are those the ones that fly up to the air and then explode?
They might not fly, but they're definitely going to be pretty. That's for sure. Okay, we'll just start with one.
Straight up.
No, they're not going to fly, kiddo. These ones aren't the really expensive, fancy ones they use in...
I meant not fly, but just launch up.
Oh, jeez.
Launch.
Don't tell me this darn thing's out of fluid already.
Launch. Why is that not working?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Come on, work.
There we go.
Just have
Oh, there we go. Back up, back up, back up. Whoop! That's the pool. Hi, Froggy. Woo! Hello! Okay. Well, yeah, the frog's okay. Don't worry, kiddo.
Are you okay?
Hi! Okay. Well then.
Frog was left.
Yeah, calm down, kiddo.
Let's reset.
Okay. Hang on. Here. What? Yep, I'm gonna set 2 of them off. Just to see. It's a good thing I won't be near them when they go off.
That was a pop.
Otherwise, I'd be done for, probably. Okay. We'll just set you right there, I guess. All right, where's the letter?
2.
It might be.
Whoa! Whoa, that was scary.
Oh boy, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Woo! Hello.
I think that,
Isn't that cool, Gabriel?
yeah, but I think it would be more safer in the shade.
In the sand. Yeah, that's for sure. Yep, leave the frog alone, kiddo.
Are you
Set some
doing
off.
anything of that?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, could you grab me the lighter real quick? Just grab it and bring it over. I completely.
I don't know where.
It's right there. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, sand is
Whoop.
much
My bad.
more safer.
Yep, it definitely will be. That's for sure. Wow.
Sense. Have you been
Here,
trying to
come
make
here.
it so it would be stuck in place?
Yep, I am. Come on. Oh, dang. There we go. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Woo! Okay.
Whoa, it's kind of like a flash. Like a flash, 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 flash.
Yep.
Lights that were flickering. Oh, one that is able to
Back up, back up, back up. If we could actually get those up in the air, that would be nice. Yeah,
What if you do all of them at once?
yeah, I'd rather not get injured, bud.
Yeah.
Back up, back up, back up. Here, just stay right there, all right?
Oh,
Oh, it's still going. Okay, it's done.
All of them at once. One would probably get launched up in the air.
Oh, back up. Gabriel, can you stay right there? Okay. You don't need to be near them. Keep scaring me, bud. I want to get a close-up shot, but rather not get hurt.
Jeez. That's scary.
Maybe if I put you right there. This is close.
Whoa! Whoa, that scared the freaking pickles out.
Back up. You guys got close up with that one. Dang, you didn't even get to see that one up close. Hey, Dad. Yeah, I have work tomorrow, so we're celebrating early with just some hand-bought fireworks.
He just said, "Hey, Dad," like he was there. So maybe the with, there is something to the with. Did you guys not just, he said, "Hey, Dad," unless if somebody has him on the phone? And it does say with Eric, and I know people could just do it if they're not with him, but there is a way to tag people. You don't have to put with. You could tag them if you just want them to see it. So, oh, thank you. Okay, you're probably right. He probably commented. You're right. So I want to be, hold on, where are we at? 6:43. So I want to try to be able to, it's too hard to look at the comments here. I can't get it where, look, how do I get this down where this isn't in the way? Hold on. I'm going to have to exit. So wait, we're at 6:43. So hold on. If I go like this and we watch it, I don't know. It's not letting me. Yeah, he's saying from Jacksonville. Okay. Oh, that's 9 hours. Oh, wait, where the hell's Tim? Oh, wait, you too. Happy 4th. I told her. Okay, so. Okay, so I don't know. I'm not going to be able to do it. I was trying to look at the live, I think the comments. Hold on, let me see if I go like this.
We're being safe, don't worry.
What if you accidentally lit the sand on fire?
Oh, it's the same.
These spinners are really cool.
What if you accidentally lit the sand on?
That's, but greetings from Jacksonville. Right. I completely forgot about that for a moment. Woo! Hello. Freaking neighbors up in the house. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Scared.
Spending your 4th of July moving, I guess.
Yeah, Melissa, it's just, you know how people after, a lot of people like to go into them and they'll write stuff like that. It happens all the time with the cases. They'll go to their social media, which I'm not saying I think whatever, to each their own, you know, but there's always those people that go to people's social media and say stuff like, and kind of like harass them and stuff. So that's what that is. But I really like to read the comments, you know, back then, like the real not that they're not real, but the comments from the actual people that, you know, not just random people that are following the case. All right, so I'm going to like just put it this way. I'm going to go like this and watch it. At least we could kind of see the comments. Because I want to kind of look at the rest of the comments. Oh, okay.
They seem to come out of one spot. Huh. That's weird.
Oh,
Hey, what? Does it just burn all the gunpowder or something? No, that's just like a bullet end, ain't it? Shoo, mosquito. Will this work? Who knows?
Should I stay your distance or my distance?
Ooh, it worked.
Should I stay
Just
your
stay where you are. Don't move, bud. Chilling in a hotel this weekend. Yee, nice. Fireworks. Oh, I missed. Could you get Mom on, Dad? Hopefully. Who knows?
Oh, I just said, can you get Mom on?
You okay,
Dad?
kiddo? Oh,
does
you're
he
popping
wonder if
your
he needs to
poppers,
stay?
huh?
He seems like he's pretty.
Jesus. They just don't know how to be calm, huh? Some androids.
He's talking to Eric, his dad, on the comments. He's on live, and his dad's commenting on his live. Is what it. Because he mentioned something about one of the comments we read. It matched up like something about now I forget what it was, but yeah, that's who he's talking to.
We're just setting off fireworks here because I'm going to be working tomorrow. Thanks, Dad.
Good question, Black Eagle.
I was talking
Good.
to Dad, Gabriel. Don't worry. Okay, so. Back up.
Cut his nails though. He's got those dirty long nails.
What? Freaking neighbors! At that moment, that was terrifying. Whew. Good grief.
No, Adam died.
Hear me like that.
He divorced her after Shanda got arrested. He ended up divorcing her. And then he died like a year after leukemia. It says leukemia. We'll go through his obituary. It said a short battle of. It says something like a short battle of leukemia.
I know, I got bad Wi-Fi. I'm just a couple meters or so.
He had a stroke. You'll see he had a seizure too, because we'll see on Paul's page he talks about him having a seizure too, and then he ends up getting leukemia. Crazy.
Someone's having fun.
No, it's a comment, RV. You can see those ones that are from 9 hours ago, 2 days ago. You'll see those comments. We could run through them real quick after this. It won't let me. The comments that are saying that are like more recent. You'll see, like, I think the one said 9 hours ago. It wasn't when he was actually doing the live. At least those ones weren't. Look, 16 hours ago. Is that Gabriel? And then the ice bath one. Where's the ice bath one? Locked in the room. That was from 9 hours ago. So no, it wasn't when he was doing the live. Those aren't, at least. But that's what I wonder. Like, I don't understand the comments on Facebook that as much. When Eric's commenting is oh yeah, the ones that comment when they're live, it looks, it has a timestamp. That's why. Okay. See, these are all during a live, but then when the people were just commenting, oh no, these have a timestamp too. But there's no way, because it says 9 hours ago. So I don't know. My question is for the comments on the live. I'm not sure if the comments that we're seeing from Eric are those just comments that he commented after, and then live, we're not seeing the live chat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the live chat, I don't know. Maybe I don't know how to get to it for Facebook. And then these are just comments. But unless if they all just go there for some reason. But I mean, the timing, you could see 16 hours ago, 9 hours ago. So no. And then the ones from Eric are 1 year ago. 1 year ago. So, but I don't understand Facebook Lives as far as like where everything's at yet. But I do know those comments are not. They're new.
Gabriel, bud, can you come here for a moment? I need you to hold the phone. Just hold it right where you are, okay? Hold it right there.
Why right here?
Should we watch the rest of this, guys? I don't know.
Me? Mate? Hello? Oh my goodness. Hey, where'd you fly? Sorry, I just tried to get rid of the fly. Can you please?
No, but Ashley, look. I'm talking about these comments that say 9 hours ago. These are not from the live chat. His live chat was a year ago.
Man, that's
Judy Hall, 9 hours. There's
way too scary.
and the other ones are all a year.
Way too scary.
They can't
Way
be when
too
he was.
freaking scary. What? Is there another one? Whoa! What's happening?
Here. There we go. Boom goes the dynamite. Yes, exactly. Whew. Jeebus cripes! All right. Yep. So, what's that? Pyro?
Oh, okay, Ashley. Yeah, I think it does look like that. Is that? Oh, that's like ashes and stuff. I don't know, guys. I feel like a lot of people are leaving. Maybe I wasn't planning on playing this all, but
Yeah. Look out, kiddo. I'm gonna finish this up. Whoop.
maybe I should.
My bad.
Maybe I shouldn't have played it. 'Cause he's just late.
There we go.
But it's kind of interesting to see him interact with his younger brother. That's why I decided to keep
Nice
playing.
double bang.
He is not. I mean, he seems like at least the way he's interacting. Well, he's alive.
Hello.
He knows he's alive. Never mind.
Yes, Dad. I am playing with the fire. Oh, here, Froggy. Here, Froggy. Come here. Little cute little Froggy. Here. Nope. Pet him. You said you wanted to pet him. Monkey see,
Okay,
monkey
Harley.
do. Yes.
I'll look it up.
Very much.
I want to hold him too.
You want to hold him? No,
I
you
didn't
can't
come
hold
up
him like
and
that,
there's
bud. He'll escape.
Dad?
Wow, his brother has long,
He's cute,
dirty
isn't he?
fingernails too.
See her nipple.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
definitely
I feel
not
like I
taken
almost did
care
that.
of.
Okay. All right, though, bud. Well, I guess that's it, really.
Email it to me, Harley.
Watch
Can
the
you?
frog go by.
I have so much to go through though. But no, well, it's definitely important because I have his Facebook. I did want to go through Eric.
Well, a happy 4th of July to all of you that were watching. This video will probably not get a lot, but I tried. Yeah, and I can't barely be seen. Whoop! My bad. Almost
Okay,
canceled it a little early. So, but forgot the lighter. Go on, kiddo. I'll be up in a minute. So, hey, yep. I love you all. If any of you are having any sort of like trips anywhere, just keep yourself safe. Don't get caught in too much traffic. That's for sure. But yeah. So I'll see y'all next time.
Okay, so see, these are the comments we have. 9 hours ago, where was Tim? Locked in his small room. A year ago, Eric says, "What's up, Adam Thompson? Greetings from Jacksonville." I told her I told her doesn't make sense, but remember, Paul's talking to him too, so it could be some response to him. You too, happy 4th, chilling in this hotel. Had time to enjoy your life. Let your children this is from 1 hour ago, so this is somebody after watching the case. Had time to enjoy your life, left your child in care of a woman who gave up parental rights due to CA, and you cannot be bothered to go check on that poor boy. You may escape judgment in the court of law, but God will not forgive you, abandoning your poor boy. So, you guys, as like, I'm reading chat and we read through some of those posts, which, like I said, I'm glad we went through them because I didn't read those posts ahead of time that we were reading on hers. I waited to read them with you guys, so except a couple, but most of them I didn't read. So all of those posts where she's explaining how they both lost custody and they both, like, the kids are, staying at other places, bouncing around everywhere, and then they only get like visitations. That is making me look at freaking him different too. So maybe there was more to their whole upbringing. Might have not been so good. I don't know, because what would cause them all or him to lose custody too? Like, why? Maybe when he was with her, he was, bad influence. She was on him or something, and he was not that good of a father. But then after, because remember all the pictures that we were shown, at least most of those pictures, I think all of them actually, with him and his their stepbrothers and sisters, they were all after Shanda left and he moved on to his new wife. So maybe he changed his life, and maybe he was a lot better of a person and dad when Shanda got out of his life. It's a possibility. It really is. People do change like that, especially if somebody else is kind of a bad influence or if they meet somebody that's a good influence. Okay, so it's June 12th. So this would have been like a little or a little under a month before Timothy's death. He puts, it's okay to make mistakes, have bad days, to be less than perfect, to do what's best for you, to be yourself. And this is people commenting, after the case. I usually read them, but I'm not going to go through them all on a live just because I'm trying to get more information, you know what I'm saying, from the actual real comments okay, so we have that, and then we have, this is Adam, and this is June 12th, 2022. Remember, his stroke was in February, I think February 8th, I think it says on, right? Or somebody told me February 8th. Where did I get February 8th from? Let me look. No, he died February 8th, 2023. I don't know. His stroke was in 21. But I don't know what month did we figure out? February, was it? Or was his stroke in 22? No, his stroke was, yeah, because one of you guys said February 2022. So you're saying he died and had the stroke in the same month? I mean, not in the same year? But I don't know. So it says prayers once again needed for Adam. He had a seizure a few days back. So this is on top of the stroke. So he had a stroke in well, I don't know. Were you guys getting February mixed up because that was his death month? Do we know for sure his stroke was February? Not sure, but that's what people were saying. So maybe it was February, and then he has a seizure in June. Okay. So, okay, wait. Seizure a few days back and once again hospitalized. Also pray for Gabriel, as he was unfortunate enough to have been there for it. And I am concerned for his mental health. At this point, as he was also there for the stroke. I pray that Adam can recover and heal. I pray he could come back to us soon. Wait, what does this say? The judge did tell his stepmother to take G out of the courtroom 2 times. Why is she there? Is she there for Momster so he can see his mom or what? Wait, are you sure G was there? I know they were talking about to take a kid out. I didn't realize it was G. I don't think that was appropriate. I don't think that they should have brought, that would be traumatic. I don't think anybody would put G through that. Are you sure he was there? I don't even think the court should have let him be there. That'd be traumatizing, for him to I don't know. Are you sure about that? I don't agree with that. That's horrible. Yeah, especially for your brother and your mom. That would create PTSD if he doesn't already have it for seeing whatever he ended up seeing. But there's no way they would put a kid through that. I don't know. That I don't. They should have freaking not allowed that. That doesn't even make any freaking sense to me. I heard them talk about a kid, but they never said who it was though. I heard him talk about, hey, no, he's not allowed in here. We said that is he, and then the judge said something like, well, if he's old enough to whatever, he did a comparison, but I never heard them say that it was Gabriel or G. I don't know. Okay, I didn't get to see it all. I saw enough that I don't need to watch anymore. I'd rather just, I mean, I might here and there, but I'm not gonna. I probably won't end up watching anymore, except if there's specific parts. But okay, so we have. Let's see if anybody commented. Oh, Shermy said prayers. Okay, so now we have. What are the odds? He says, right, and then he puts up this.
Oh, this has got to be a coincidence. Two rappers on top of each other. That's wow.
Okay, why is that? Well,
Wow.
so you'll notice.
Got to be a coincidence.
You'll notice he posts a lot of food. You'll see he'll post like pictures of his food. Okay, so Lee says, I don't want to read the new ones. No, there's no original ones. Huh, okay. All right. So we have, oh yeah, I forgot to do the dates. Wait, so that's April 2022. This is April 10th, 2022. Picks a cake. Grammy Vander made me this for my birthday cake. It's Preston Plays. I know. I heard the judge tell somebody to leave but it was when they were playing they were showing the pictures, I think, of the, things that he shouldn't see. It was just a specific time that they said okay, after break, don't bring him back. Don't bring a kid back or whatever. And then he came back and they're like, wait, no, I told you he can't be in here for this. He shouldn't have been allowed in there for the whole thing is what I'm saying. And if you're saying the stepmom's the one that brought him in, stepmom should never have freaking wanted him to be there. That could cause so much issues for him. I mean, I'm sure he already has a lot from the whole thing, but like added that to see exactly what his mom did. No, that is stupid. That should be illegal. So anyway, somebody made him a cake and says, where were the I'll just read one. Where was Grammy when one of her grandchildren was dying? Holly says, not permitted in the house. That alone would have had me going to the police. The time that mom spent tracking grandma's movements leaves me to wonder how she got any work done for her judge. All right, so now we have Paul, March 21st, 2022. It says, if you were still here, bud, you would have turned 11. I miss you so much, Aslan. So that's the dog. Not a dog. Not a day goes by I wish you were still here. You always hold a special place in my heart that cannot be filled by anyone else. I pray that you are well in heaven, and I promise that one day I will see you again. And then March 16th, 2021, he says, happy 10th birthday to Aslan. This is my first animal in my life that I have ever had a bond with. Even when you're gone, buddy, I'll never forget you. You've helped me when I was stressed or frustrated by coming over, sitting in my lap and letting me pet you. I love you, buddy, more than you'll ever know. Wait, hold on. Wait, did we figure out the exact date that Timothy moved in? Like the month. I know it was 2021, but does anybody know the month that he moved in? If anybody can figure it, like, know for sure, if you see it somewhere, can you guys let me know? So I'm trying to get like a good timeline. So, uh, and if you could give me a for sure confirmation of what month, Paul, I'm pretty sure it's in 2020, but just to confirm it. Okay, so, because I wonder, like, when I'm going through this, I would like to know, was Timothy already here at this time in March? Because we don't know what month was it in 2021. Now we have March 10th, 2022. We weighed Sharma 10 days ago and she was 50 pounds. He is now 60. Or he was 50 pounds. He is now 60. And don't get me started on his big feet. Monica says, "Oh, about as much as your 15-year-old brother weighed. You're just as culpable and disgusting." That was a year ago. Somebody posted that. So it was probably right after she got arrested. Yeah, basically he weighed 69 pounds. So not much less. And then March 3rd, 2022. This shirt brings back memories. This is him and Gabriel. You know what? I'm going to have to, like, for pictures. Oh, I guess I could click on them. I don't know why I wasn't clicking on them. Sorry. So I was going to say, for pictures, you can't see them all. Yeah, these are all old ones or new comments. Okay. So then we have, I'll just go like that. So this is February 26, 2022, when your 50-pound Great Dane puppy snores like a 10-ton freight train. Oh, May? Okay, May 2021. Thank you. Where'd you find that, Ashley? Was it like a confirmation? Oh, okay. She's what she said at trial. Okay. Yeah, we just watched her testimony. I must have missed that. Okay, so May 20. Okay. So what about Paul? I'm pretty sure it's 2020. I just don't know what date, what month. If anybody could help me out. So I'm just making a note. All right, so next we have, yeah, even people a year ago, but you didn't feed your brother, right? Dog probably weighs more than a 15-year-old. Okay, yeah, same stuff. Then Linda, though, that's family on her side. Wow, that is so loud. Okay, so now we have a bowl. So he posts a bowl of food and says, it's February. It says, Trish Ferguson, a secret that makes this better. Leave the aluminum foil on for the full 2 hours. It keeps the juice locked in. What is this? Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. Okay. Why did that pop over there? Wait, there's something else I wanted to ask you guys, and now I forget. This is... And that's Gabriel.
I'm being talked to.
Which is just a bark
I'm being talked to. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, rah, rah.
Which is just a bark and what.
And I don't know, I'm going to ask this one more time because I want to make sure when you guys answer this is you're legit. What month did he have the stroke again? People said February, but I just want to make sure you weren't. It wasn't because that was his death was February 2023 or whatever. So was the stroke February 2022? So your sister goes to your mother crying because someone at school insulted her. What's your first thought? Me. Huh. And then Cricket Ferguson, which is a relative, post that. All right, so next we have Paul, fresh from the Instant Pot homemade beef broccoli. Most of tasted delicious as you starved your brother to death. Oh, wait, hold on. Are they being charged? Do you know how I could find the story? I think he needs hot sauce. All right. January 10th, 2022. Oh, wait. Here we go. This is giving us some information. Well, it couldn't have been February because look, this is January. He already had a stroke. So I think you guys got February mixed up because his death month was February. Anyway, while Adam is getting better from his stroke a week ago, there we go. So it's January. He had a stroke. So what, the beginning of January? So January, I'll just put it, says about a week, but that's how the date I'll put the 7th or the 3rd. Okay. It says about a week ago and was yesterday transferred to rehab. He was unfortunately put back in the hospital due to non-neurological problems. For those who have supported us and prayed, please continue to do so. He currently is fighting an infection. Oh, look at the doggy. I love the dog. Ooh, January 3rd. Oh, I guessed right. Because didn't he say about a week ago? And I did it the exact week. I put January 3rd. That is, look, please pray for my stepfather, Adam. He had a stroke around 4 a.m. this morning. The doctor have said that the clot is in his aorta, so we will need all prayers we can get. Oh, man. Sending love, praying. And then, this is December. So wait, you said May he went? So he would already be there like 6 months. And it's because the reason I'm asking is because look, it says at first I was confused why we had so few gifts, but now I know why. You are going to Disney World. Merry Christmas. So for Christmas, she got him. I don't know if it's from her. Yeah, I'm sure because they were with her at the time, right? That she's taking him to Disney World. Question though, did Timothy go with them? Did she take them all to Disney World? You know what I'm saying? Because, or was it scheduled? Wait, what year? Was it scheduled for like a year? You know what I'm saying? Tickets for like next year or something. And then they got arrested and never got to go. Because think about this. This is December 2021. What if they planned it out till like August, the summer or whatever? He died then in July. And then she gets arrested. So they may not have ever made it to that trip. But my thing is did they make it? Did Timothy go? If they didn't make it, were they planning on taking Timothy? What were they going to do? You know what I'm saying? It's weird. But yeah. Anyway, so Linda says, woohoo! Tracy said, did Timmy, oh, there we go. This is a day ago. Did Timmy get to go? I bet not. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe they, usually that's a big plan. They planned it for the summer and maybe they didn't, none of them ended up going. I don't know though. What do you guys think? Did anybody hear about that? All right, December 19th, 2021. It's a joke. I'm not even going to read it. Do you want me to? It's kind of a stupid joke. Okay, so November 18th, 2021, I took Applebee's coffee to the next level and stirred in chocolate sauce, caramel, whipped cream, and topped it with some whipped cream, caramel, and chocolate. Looks yummy, Paul. I bet there's no extreme hot sauce in there, right? Somebody wrote that a day ago. November 2021. My hero, World Heroes Mission Awesome. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is November 4th, 2021. He's, wait, where's the post? He's with Doggy playing something. Let's see what he's doing on his phone. I'm nosy. Oh, texting. He's texting somebody, huh? Probably his mom. Probably, well, I just wonder. I'm not convinced that, there's another picture of him. I'm not convinced that before Paul, or not before Paul, before Adam had his stroke, I wonder how they treated Timothy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not convinced that it was all good before that. I mean, I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm thinking that abuse may have started right as soon as he got there or soon after he got there. I don't. Well, at the very least, I think that they were probably, they didn't like, they probably like, kept him out of a lot of things. They didn't include him, I feel like. But anyway, so November 4th says, I say Ryan Ferguson showing his dog, so I has a challenge. Show us your pets. Whether it's family or personal, I have a 201 pound, 2.5-year-old pure blood blue merle. I think that's how you spell it. Great Dane named Gemini. And a 1-year-old female named Piper. How many dogs did they have? Because we know Charlotte, what was it, Charmaine? Because that was the one they had to keep when they were trying to revive Timothy. They kept telling him to, like, leave it, Charmaine, get away. So, and then that's Piper. And then what did he say? Piper, Newfoundland, that's big. And then Gemini, and then Charmaine. Okay, so this one says, November 3rd. To those females who think they're lower than males, I suppose the following opinion. Now, here's a man who understands women, William Golding. I think women are foolish to pretend they are equal to men. They are far superior and always have been. Whatever you give a woman, she will make greater. If you give her sperm, she will give you a baby. If you give her a house, she will give you a home. If you give her groceries, she will give you a meal. If you give her a smile, she will give you her heart. She multiplies and enlarges what is given to her. So if you give her any crap, be ready to receive a ton of shit. I like this. I'm almost going to save it. I feel like I want to save this. That's good. What do you guys think? I like that. Partly false. Look, partly false information. It was checked in another post. Fact checkers. Okay, so now we have October 31st. Ooh, oh, she graduated. Now you ruined your life because you had to be such an evil jerk. Anyway, October 31st, 2021. Congratulations, Mama, for passing the bar exam. You had so much else going on, and yet your 400 plus hours of studying have paid off. Ew. Ew. Oh, somebody really, 11 hours ago, really came at her. Yeah, there's no hold on. October 31st, 2021. When you don't have the money to get costumes, so you just grab a tortilla and some cling wrap. I don't think that's him, though. I think that must be his coworker. What do you guys think? Because he looks too thick to be him, right? Yeah, those aren't his teeth either. Look at those teeth. Paul's teeth are a lot crooked. Yeah, that's just his coworker. Okay, so now we have October 9th, 2021. He's in a nice tuxedo. Looks like there's, right? Here he is. Why does he almost look evil there? You know, like those movies where, I don't know, he just looks like evil. All right. So now we have September 28th, 2021. So tonight we had pulled pork burrito bowls. Oh, let me click on it. Pulled pork burrito bowls. They're yummy. Trish Ferguson, Eric Ferguson, Cricket, and Krish. Look at those dirty nails. But you couldn't feed your autistic kid, so sad. Yeah, so this is why your brother's being tortured and starved, but yeah. I mean, here's September 27th, 2021. You know what? Hold on a second. Was there? Oh, I missed some. Dang it. So I made katsudon for dinner tonight. Somebody notices 1 hour ago bruises on the wrist. Huh. That is interesting because we know that she handcuffed and used that on Timothy. Do you think she did it to him too? Or do those I mean, they could be really for maybe even Timothy fighting back. I don't know. I know this would be before Adam had his stroke, but I still don't think that was like, I feel like it could have been going on before that, you know? Wait, was there any more? Oh, yeah. When your dog is in heat and you don't want to have to deal with the huge amount of problems, you just put a pull up on them. Yeah, they already have pull-ups. Oh no, because Gabriel's a baby, right? Well, no, would Gabriel still have been in that? My point is, did they already have diapers? Because this would be before the stroke. Were they doing that before? I mean, I don't know. That doesn't really look like adult diapers, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Because he would have been. How old would he have been? He would have at least been. She was pregnant when. What did I say? 2014. She was pregnant with him. I think the year was. So he would have been 7. Would he? I don't think he would. He still be on pull-ups at 7? You guys help me out. I never had kids. Would he still be in it? Tried something out and it's amazing. Rice seasoned with butter, a lemon spice seasoning, and garlic salt kielbasa and flour tortilla bowl. All right, that actually looks good. Out of all the other stuff didn't, but that for some reason looks good to me. I'm kind of hungry. This probably is gonna have music, so I don't want to press play. But let's see if. Hold on, if I could mute it. Oh, wait! Better not get copyrighted for that. I've had it. Just that little bit I've gotten copyrighted. It's so freaking ridiculous. Look at the little baby. Oh my god. I love dogs so freaking much. Oh, I was saying, did I say just that the one did. The other ones look gross, but that one I felt like looked good. I don't know, Juliana. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm really wanting to figure that out. And I don't, part of me is like, possibly, but part of me is like, no, because she was got like a banned from seeing her kids, so she had to do something, right? But going through those posts, it seems like he was too, the dad. So why were they? Why did they lose custody? I don't get all that. Both of them did. And then he got it. The dad obviously got it back. So was she the real bad one? And he, because he was there at the house and he was an adult and it happened under his roof too, he could have just got banned too. You know what I'm saying? It could be something like that. And she was actually the abusive one. And then therefore when she left, he was able to get him back, you know? It's very possible. Hey Harley, did you send me that? Did you figure out the whole hit and run or whatever that was? Did you figure that out? Send it to me and I'll be able to tell, depending on what you have, if it's the right one. I don't know. Maybe should we move on to the YouTube channel for a little bit? I just want to go back, but I want to try to remember where we left off with all these because I want to actually end up getting through. Oh no, wait. I don't finish my sentences, I know. I want to end up getting through everything. But try to be in my head. See, like, you know, what's coming out is a reflection of what's in my head. And so you can see how it's like all over the place where I have to almost really try to finish my sentences or I just go, because I usually go to thought so quick. So like, sometimes it comes out in my talking. I won't finish and then I go to the next thing and I don't finish. But I try to be aware when I'm doing a live because it's annoying and I've had people complain about it. So, but sometimes I can't help it. Okay, so I think we've seen it. Well, it's almost over. So that was him and Gabriel. I will, Ariel. I will do that. I starred your comment, so I'll look back at it. I keep forgetting I could start comments, so then I could go back to them. It would, RV. It would. How small he was, it definitely would fit him. And I'm sure she's going to buy what's the cheapest. So would those be cheaper than like adult diapers? Would adult diapers be more? Because it's like bigger and more. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna get down. Okay, I'm gonna go through this down to this one part I want you guys to see. And then maybe we'll move on to her YouTube first of all, just to kind of switch it up. And then we'll go back to everything. So, but we have a little bit longer to go on this. Okay, so June 28th, 2021, it says, prayers for Aslan are no longer necessary. He has gone to the next life now only hope to see him again when I pass on. Farewell to the most amazing dog I could ask for. Chris Jacobson says, I'm sorry, fur babies are just like your own, and they will take a piece of your heart with them. So sorry, Paul. So sorry. Goodbye, Aslan. Gonna miss you, buddy. And then there's the ones from a day ago. Wait, hold on. That was June 28th, but look, this is June 27th. Oh, yeah, the day before, duh. Forgot it's going backwards. So it says, I need prayers. Aslan is not doing too hot. He may not have a lot time left, despite only being bonded to him for a little over a year. I don't want him to leave so soon. He's my first animal bond, and I'm not ready for him to go. Please, God, don't take him from me. just yet. So I'm thinking the reason he says the year is because that's when he moved back with his mom, I'm thinking. So if he's saying a little over a year, 2020 of June, but a little over, so before June of 2020, a little over. So maybe let's do a couple months. March. Let's do February. Let's guess. Possibly February 2020, maybe he moved in back with her. I don't know. I'm just going to make a note of that and see if anything else. That was just an estimate because he said a little over a year. Okay, so sending hugs, treated the dogs better than your brother, somebody said a day ago. All right, now we have June 12th. Somehow I never noticed today while cleaning up outside of work at the parking lot that I got a sunburn. It doesn't hurt, and I literally didn't notice until Mama told me. Somebody says, ouch. Okay, so here is, he's live, and it says, with Amy Miller, 23 others. He is like, it does seem like he puts with when, just to tag people when he could just tag them, right? But, all right, let's see.
Alright, so I am starting a live stream of my little brother's first baseball game, waiting for him to come up to the bat, but you know. Wait, was that Gabriel? No, I don't think it was.
Nope, because there's his rat. Who are you adding?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's awesome.
That was
Also, I'm
Timothy.
live streaming my little brother's face. Also, I'm live streaming my little brother's first baseball game on Facebook. If you want to watch. Waiting for Gabriel to show up and, well, not show up, but you know. Timothy, don't, please.
It is Timothy. Dude, I was gonna say,
Live stream.
okay, you heard the kid talking to him earlier. He said something. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, is that Timothy talking? And then I wanted to hear if there was a hint, and it is. He just said Timothy, so it is. Because it kind of sounded like, I don't know why, it just sounded like, when I heard it, it's like, I bet you that's him. That sounds like, you know, what I would think that he might sound like. But I'm gonna rewind it, you guys, now that we know that's for sure him talking.
Alright, so I am starting a live stream of my little brother's first baseball game, waiting for him to come up to the bat, but you know. Wait, was that Gabriel? No, I don't think it was.
Nope, because there's his rat.
Right there. That's him.
Who are you adding?
Don't worry about it.
That was why I thought my head went to that's Timothy, because how he responded. Timothy says, what are you filming or whatever he just asked, and Paul responded, don't worry about it. So you notice a huge difference the way Paul, and I know we don't have a ton to go by right now with him, his interaction, but just that little amount that we have right now, just that huge difference between how he treats him and how he treats Gabriel. He was such a sweet brother to Gabriel in that video. And I was thinking, well, maybe because he's alive, but he's alive here too. And he was very sweet and like very like patient and nice and caring and making sure, hey, step away. And he was just like really nice to him. Right there. Don't worry about it. This is in June. I don't know. That makes me mad.
Yeah, it's awesome. Also, I'm live streaming my little brother's face. I'm live streaming my little brother's first baseball game on Facebook. If you want to watch. Waiting for Gabriel to show up and, well, not show up, but you know. Timothy, don't, please.
Sorry.
No, I'm live streaming it to Facebook. Nope.
Wow, interesting. You heard her. No live streaming, so she is very control. I mean, I guess it doesn't surprise us, but I mean, she is very. Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, it's a. So did you guys hear? No live streaming, but you saw how he was acting with Timothy. So you could tell they are very like, what is the word for it? Dismissive and like, oh, he's just a nuisance to them. You know, like, stop it, quit it. No, like, leave me alone. We don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, poor kid. And it does sound like his speech isn't very, you know, he's slow. You could tell it's slow, like a speech impediment maybe. But I don't know. I need to hear a little bit more of him talking. But dang it. And then, like I said, I think even that little video showed a lot, I feel like. And then just hearing his mom controlling the situation. What are you doing? No live streaming. And then she said something like, you could do something, but no live streaming. I didn't make out what she said. See, you could do something, but not live streaming. Yeah, Denny, definitely. Okay, so next we have tonight's dinner is homemade chicken fettuccine alfredo with homemade sauce, hand grated Parmesan, and sprinkle of oregano. And thank you, RV, for that compliment up there. That was nice of you. That was a good compliment. So yeah, once again, food. So wait, you said he had, hold on, I want to see. That was 2022. I keep looking at my dates to put things in perspective. Okay, so let's see. All right, so let's go to the next one. No human is perfect. Tap on your balloon to reveal your flaw. And then this is Paul's thing. Paul has a huge heart. He puts in his soul and passion into everything he's doing and would give his last breath to keep his loved ones safe and happy. He is a natural leader, but he has no time for drama queens and fakes. Paul has a heart of gold, but if you abuse his trust, he becomes cold like an Arctic Ocean. Beautiful to watch, but incredibly dangerous to mess with. Huh, okay. And then we have...
He's adorable. Oh, he's strong too. You're adorable. Found a widow turtle. He's adorable. Oh, he's strong too. You're adorable. Found a widow turtle.
So wait, okay, so Ashley, you said, where did you get Timothy came in May? So this would have been the month Timothy just moved in with him, if that's correct. Somebody said, I think Ashley, you said May, but I want to see something really quick. This date. So this was June, so this would have been... Dude, this would have only been a month after. If you're right, Ashley, and it was May 2021 when he moved in, this would have only been a month after, and he's already frustrated as crap with him. But, I mean, he lived with him before. It's his brother, so... but you'd think, like, you know, hadn't been with him for a year, and finally gets to hang out with his brother again, and you're going to be so freaking annoyed with him. All right, so next we have... Oh, so this would have been the same month, if May, that he moved in. May. So let's see. I don't know if he's there yet, because I don't know what date. But let's see. So May, Gabriel's first T-ball training.
All right, so this is Gabriel's first... I don't know what it's called, like kids ball practice of the year, something like that. Hopefully I can also use this video to help him with, you know, working on stuff. Oh, woof. Kid's got an arm. Nice throw, kiddo.
Oh, it was you, Mara, maybe that said it. Thank you. Well, then he wouldn't be with him yet. This is so he wouldn't be there yet.
Hey, Gemini. I'm just gonna get a little closer.
May 27th, if you're right.
Whew.
Let's see if we hear him. So that's her pitching to him, freaking Shanda. Or letting him pitch to her or whatever. Just throwing with him.
Gabriel, watch. Pay attention. Watch. Step, throw. All together. Okay? Don't be silly.
I'm sorry, but okay then, child.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but okay then, child.
Get it. Now throw it.
He can definitely throw. Oh, you good, Mama? You good? Yeah.
These are soft.
Hmm.
Get it. Good job. Here.
You all right?
Exactly, Kayla. I want to know that too.
Right there. Oh, you gotta move that. Here.
Hi, Grandpa.
Get it.
Oh, there's Adam in the wheelchair, right? I bet.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to turn the video.
Wait, did she just tell him to turn it off, or did he just? Let me see.
Good job, buddy.
I'm gonna have to turn the video.
Wait, I want to go back a little bit more and see if she says something.
Right there. Oh, you gotta move that. Here.
Hi, Grandpa.
Get it. Good job, buddy.
I'm gonna have to turn the video.
Maybe because she looked back and kind of gave him a look, he figured that.
Well,
Gotcha.
off and worry about that, please.
Oh, because the dog. She is very stern, but I mean, there are mothers that are, so that wouldn't be enough. I would need, but obviously we know there's probably more to it, but she's very like strict. Video off, dogs. So I think he saw the dog coming or something. He knew he was gonna have to get it. But like I said, stern isn't always bad. I'm not saying that, but like I said, I think I wish we could like see inside that house to see like how I want to know Paul, how she treated Paul, because I think it's really important to know, because he is going to have his trial, and just so we could all kind of like know how we feel about it. You know, what does he deserve? So to see like inside of his life, to see how bad it was. And not that it's an excuse to like do that, but you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of see like, okay, he really was manipulated by his mom, and he really was like felt he had no other option, or he was really so messed up from the years of what she did to him. You know, like I just want to kind of learn a little bit more about what it was like for him, just so I could, like I said, know how to feel about what should happen.
So now they're practicing running bases. There's Gabriel.
Back away from the batter and make sure you're safe, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. The first batter up, you're gonna take this an imaginary swing, and then you're gonna drop the bat safely. You're not gonna throw the bat. You're just gonna drop the bat. And then you're gonna run.
Just make sure you line up on the right side.
First, okay?
On the left side.
Let's see how these other kids do.
Okay, next up.
Hey, Gabriel, a little tip. You don't want to take long strides. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna stop this one for now. We'll wait till he gets his turn.
Here, other side. Where I'm at?
Turn around.
So Gabriel's first time trying to bat. I'm guessing they're gonna have him run all the bases, since the bases are practically empty.
Nice. Now run to first base. Run.
Get off! You go, Gabriel. Go, kiddo. Go, kiddo.
Almost, Gavin. Wait, Code. Gavin, wait there.
Oh, oops.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
Okay. I think you went too far with that.
All the way home. Home run.
There we go.
Nice, kiddo.
Okay, I think we just have one more on this.
It's Gabriel's turn for a throw. All right. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, he got it. Throw it to him, throw it to him. Oh, not bad. All right, it's Gabriel's turn for a...
Yeah, but Teresa, you can't. Social media, the way technology is, that's why it's not illegal to film it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's such a common practice. There's like cameras everywhere now and stuff. So it's just like it's a different world than when we were younger. It really is. It's just the way life is now. Can you imagine in 10 years what it's going to be like? There won't be any ounce of any part that's not filmed. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what's this? So is he draw that? Is he a little artist? Not too bad, not too bad. So that's May. Okay, and then we have, attention everyone, next Sunday I will be live streaming my mother's law school graduation. But I don't know where that, it doesn't look like he did it then. Because I don't see it. Maybe I didn't go down far enough yet. From what I looked at, maybe I didn't look at everything. Maybe I missed it, but somebody says it's all wasted now. Prison justice is coming for that. Somebody says she will be given legal advice to inmates in exchange for ramen noodles for the rest of their miserable life. She is going to be a high commodity in prison, to be honest. It sucks because she's not going to have that bad of a life in prison because she is very smart in that field. And guess what? All the inmates need legal advice. They all can use legal advice. So she is going to be well like needed. People will be giving her stuff for her help. From what I've heard and stuff like that. I mean, when you have that knowledge, she will be like the prison lawyer. So she probably is not going to have it that bad in there, unfortunately. It sucks. Wait. What's this? Oh, no. I can't have the audio. Hold on 1 second. Let me mute that just to see what it is. I don't want to take a chance of... Where'd it go? Hold on. I have something in my eye. Okay, I don't know why he has that. All right, let me unmute it and go back. We're going to go to her YouTube next, but I just wanted to get to this one post. So it's just, wait till you see it. I mean, it's just because it's so like ridiculous that I don't know. Maybe I'm making don't expect anything because I might just be like, oh no, I was expecting so much more. But okay, so now I meant to post this on Facebook Monday, but got distracted. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for the class ring. A memory that will be treasured for eternity. I am Santa Fe class of 2020. Okay. Oh, it even says Paul right there. Oh, yeah, that's all of them. Okay, so then we have... Oh, see, this is another one that you could hear him. That's why. Okay, so if he wasn't there till May, he wouldn't have been there by now. Okay, so I was watching this video and I kept looking to see, like, okay, they're all, it sounds like it's their grandma's place and they're visiting, they're by the lake. And it's like, you hear him talking to his grandma, and I think you might see her here, Gabriel. And then I'm thinking, why isn't Timothy there, right? What, God, are they keeping him at the house when they go do stuff or not letting him out? But, which they probably still did do that, but he wouldn't have been there by then if he came in May, right? Yeah, so we'll just watch a part of this because I have so much other stuff to get to. And
Right. Jeez. Oof, jeez. So, where's next? What?
Yeah, you're too far.
Oh, jeez.
Are you all wet? Are you all wet? You need a towel. She drives pretty quick though. Her undercoat. The thing is, her undercoat doesn't get. It keeps it from getting wetter. It's amazing. Oh, from this direction, dude.
Jeez.
Warmer.
Barely spotted that.
Yeah, and once you slide it.
Jeez.
Oh, are you laying on the floor side? Good.
That was loud.
so you could hear Gabriel in the background.
Okay. 20, you said? All right. I'll have to be careful with dogs. Okay, I already found like 3, I think. There's... What?
So
Oh,
here's what we'll do.
these are actual dyed eggs. Who would have thought? There's 2 here, it looks like. So that's 3. Oh, crap. My bad. I'm an idiot.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go move on, but in a little bit after I get to where I want to go, maybe we go through a couple of YouTube videos. I'm gonna go down and get a cup of coffee and stuff, and then I'll play some of this so you can watch more of it then. I wrote a note. So we will watch more of that, but not right now. This is it right here. Look how freaking, what would be the term for this? I don't even know. I can't think of what word I'm trying to think of. But look what he posted. So this is the charity. This is the charity that he picked. Look. No Kid Hungry. Is this a joke? Is this a freaking joke? And I know this is April, so it would have been a month before he got there. A month before Timothy got there. But look what he ends up doing. So now it says, for my birthday this year, I'm asking for donations to No Kid Hungry. I've chosen this nonprofit because of their mission means a lot to me. And I hope you'll consider contributing as a way to celebrate with me. Every little bit will help me reach my goal. I've included information about No Kid Hungry below. No Kid Hungry works to ensure that every child in the United States has access to healthy food where they live, where they learn and where they play. Just $10 can help connect a kid in need with 100 meals. Facebook pays all the processing fees for you, so 100% of your donation goes directly to non-profit. Paul's birthday fundraiser, No Kid Hungry. He raised zero out of $200. Ironic. Yeah, I think that was one of the things I was thinking of, how ironic. But I don't know, sometimes I have like something in my head and I can't. It's like, you know how you feel like you have, like it's on the tip of my tongue, like there was something, I don't know how to describe it. It's like that feeling where there's something there and you can't. Sometimes it don't make sense. I'm sorry. Okay, Paul Ferguson. So March 26th, 2021. All right, so now we're going to go. Oh, it says the cutest dog has gotten way bigger and I don't think she'll be able to sit on my shoulders after this. Okay, I think I'm going to move to the YouTube and then we'll continue this in a little bit. Oh, this is that same one. Oh, it's a repost about the only dog he bonded with. How he helped him when he was frustrated or stressed. Sitting on his lap, letting mommy pet you. I love you. Or maybe I didn't read. Did I? Is this a different one now? Happy 10th birthday to Aslan. This is the first animal in my life that I ever had a bond with. Even when you are gone, buddy, I'll never forget you. You've helped me when I was stressed, frustrated by coming over, sitting in my lap, and letting me pet you. I love you, buddy, more than that you'll ever know. Yeah, this is the same one. Yeah, somebody says, happy birthday, buddy. I literally can't stop laughing, Pulse, on this. It says, are you effing kidding me? He's in almost every song. Whose feet? He's in almost... So this person said, whose feet? He is in almost every song. Hey, will you send me a copy of the sloppy hose recipe? 1 sloppy hoe, 8 shots of tequila, 1 willing guy, and a lot of falling over. Just joking. I'll Facebook you the link. This one's kind of funny though. The feet. This is, it is kind of funny. When you think your winter couldn't get any worse, you wake up, go to your walk your dog, and freaking icicles. Long enough to touch your shoulder. A good 3 inches down. All right, let's go to her face. Wait, one more. It says, always hungry, keep feet at all times. What warning label should come with you? Oh, that's kind of ironic too. Or what? Well, I think, I mean, did you see how skinny he was? But I don't know if it's because she's keeping food, you know? Maybe it's just because he's not eating enough to keep the weight on him. Because like I said, it looks like he has access to the food, but he says pizza, he's like commenting on this. I just realized this is dramatic as now I work at a pizza place. So says pizza ? And then warning, always hungry, so what warning label should come with you? Warning, always hungry, keep feed at all times. Keep fed at all times, sorry. But don't feed your brother, somebody says. May God have mercy on you. Okay, so look how skinny. Look. So this is February 2021. Look how skinny. Pretty skinny, almost could see. Only 5 months old and already bigger than when we got her. Still adorable though. February 18th. Big snowman. Or snow pile. Icicles. Wow, look at those icicles. Those are long. Those could kill somebody. Falling on you, those could kill or injure somebody. I always remember this Grey's Anatomy. Remember when the icicle falls and really injures somebody, I think, or something like that. Something about an icicle falling and hurting somebody, or was it a dream? It was something. And then I used to have a mob that actually had so much medical stuff because a big icicle fell and hit her, and then I think it like knocked her back or something, where she had a lot of physical medical stuff because of icicle. And she was like a nurse practitioner at a hospital, and at a hospital it fell on her. And then I always thought of that story of Grey's Anatomy because it was one of the doctors, I think it was it Chang Wang, was her name, wasn't it, where the icicle falls on her, or is it dream icicle falls on her or something. But Piper's first lost teeth. Wow. All right. Okay, I think we are going to move. I'm going to continue it with when we get back.
Your head.
Oh, okay. Man, that was close. Hopefully they didn't pick up that sound. All right, let's go back. Now we're going to go to her YouTube now. Okay, so this is, Shanda's YouTube page. Let's read her about. Hiya, I'm a Gemini and I take awesome care of my girl as her medical alert service dog. This channel shows the latter part of her law school journey through my perspective. So she's basically acting like her dog. So this is her dog talking. A little info about my girl, and she basically said my girl is her. So her dog calls her that's my girl. So I've watched some. I haven't watched all these, but I watched some of them. They're pretty stupid, some of them. Anyway, a little info about my girl. She has been training service dogs for a long time, way longer than she has needed one of her own. She has had her own for about 9 years now. Her first service dog, my big little brother Aslan, Chocolate Lab, retired at the end of August. He worked hard for her for 7 years in service, so he deserves retirement and being a couch potato at home now. She is also a strong advocate for disabilities. I'm echoing now. Shoot. Of all kinds. So she might share stuff like that. Wait. So Gemini, the dog's talking about Shanda being a strong advocate for disabilities. Are you sure about that? She seems very treating Timothy because of his disability, well, mental disabilities, basically, you could call them. You know what I'm saying? Treating him like he's such a nuisance because, and it's all probably little things that is because of what he's got going on with his, whatever he's been diagnosed with, whatever he has. And the fact that she just takes him off his medicine. What the heck do you expect? If you're going to take him off his medicine, you need to go to a doctor and make sure and do therapy. And you can't just take him off, especially if he had a bag full of medicine. This poor guy, just imagine, 15-year-old, having a bunch of stuff that he needs medicine for, autism. Paul said sensory issues. Well, autism, you do have sensory issues with autism. What else? Whatever else, I'm sure there's other things he was on medicine for. What was the medicine for? You come and just take you off all of it. You're going to have side effects. And then nobody wants to put up with maybe some of your side effects. Plus, you have stuff that you need the medicine for, so you're going to have those issues. You're going to need somebody patient, and she should never have had them. She should have never taken him off that freaking medicine either. Go to a doctor and make sure. Retired at the end of August. Yeah, so she is also a strong advocate for disabilities of all kinds. So she might share stuff like that on here from time to time. Welcome, and hope you all enjoy. Yeah, right, RV there yet? It's ridiculous. I mean, God, I feel like I haven't been this mad about a case in so long. I think since Letitia.